guys, it's Munieka here. I'm a 4-year graduate of psychology and I do psychological talk and lifestyle. If you're very new in here, welcome. I'm glad we found each other.
It's party time! Everybody shake your body. Everybody shake your body. Everybody shake your body.
Need me, I would never let you go. Why? Mega love shout out everyone. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta. We have our 10 beautiful souls we have in here tonight. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Maraming salamat. Ayan, we have one in here, Hugot Pilyo, ang napaka-pilyo nating Hugotero all the way from the land of Tigal. Mega love shout out to you. And thank you so much for coming. Oh, second honor ka. Manlalakbay. Thank you so much. Another one from the land of Tigang as well. Ang daming mga taga-land of Tigang dito. Mega love shout out to you. The Manlalakbay. Lami. Saan yung malami dyan? Mega love shout out din. Sa kakapasok natin kaibigan, we have here a new one. I'm giving a jacket for you. Mega love shout out sa ating kaibigang Sisi Niebe. Mega love shout out to you. And thank you so much for coming. It is a very wonderful Thursday evening here. And we are officially at 9:06 in the evening. Broadcasting live all the way from the Queen City of the South, Cebu City. Mega love shout out everyone. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta. Once again, it is a very beautiful Thursday evening dito po sa Cebu. At sa mga outside of the country, good morning and good afternoon as well. Sa mga kaibigan natin nasa Luzon, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mega love shout out once again sa ating kakapasok lamang na kaibigan din. Ayan, sino ba to? Shit Kalami. Mega love shout out to you as well. Ayan, may jacket ka na, Shit Kalami, ha? Sino nga ba si Shit Kalami? But anyhow, thank you so much for coming. Mega love shout out Mamlakbay from Hugot Pilyo. Mega love shout out din sa ating kaibigang kakapasok lamang. Kaka-LS lang ata nito. Ayan, we have all the way from Leyte. From Ormoc pala. I'm really sorry. Ayan, mega love shout out din naman sa ating Sean Guapo si V. Mega love shout out to you, Guapo. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta. Alright! And we have a new 69er University member in here. Ang ating kaibigang Sisi. Thank you so much for becoming the 69th University member. Thank you so much. Si Miss Niebe po yan. Alright, isasali ko na lang to the next live streaming, okay? Kasi, ayan, sandali lang. Ano ba si Sisi Niebe? Ang hirap naman ng pangalan nito, Niebe. Ayan, Sisi, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Lodi Shan Guapo, napakalami lang, of course, as always. The Malalakbay, my mega love shout out from Shit Kalami. Computer, mega love shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming. Alright. Sino pa nandito tonight? Do I? Alright, we have Era. No worries, Cece. Alright, thank you so much. My jacket ka na po. Thank you so much once again. We have another one, a very good friend of ours living in the Philippines, but medyo Korean na naman yung pangalan. We have in here, Korea Donna Black. Thank you so much for coming. Maraming salamat. May pa super jicker pa yung gwapo dito. Oh. Andito na pala yung ating kaibigang napaka gwapo. Thank you so much. Wow, sexy host. Maraming salamat. Konti lang naman. Ayan, Hugot Pilio. Ano na naman to? Mega love shoutout din naman all the way from Hong Kong. Ating kaibigang napaka gwapo. And thank you so much for the support. Christian91, shower out. Alright, mega love shoutout din naman sa iyo. Thank you so much. Napapakulay po ang ating guest for tonight. Ang guest pa naman napapakulay. Maraming salamat anyway. Thank you so much for that. Mega love shoutout Christian91 from Niebe. Alright, Manlalakbay. Ano ba to? Bugay-bugay, Munieka. Of course naman. Ano ka ba? Diba? Lain sa KD. Jetro, galingan mo. Yes, dapat galingan ni Jetro, no? Oo. Ayan, si Nico sa Japan. Mega love shoutout din naman sa iyo. I'm dropping down a jacket for you so you could also enjoy dropping down your bahay dito sa ating munting tahanan. Thank you so much for coming. Ayan, dikitan ng yes, yung nagpakulay, nasa ano yan? Nasa pin section ko yan. My guest for tonight, and I'd like to, sa mga kakapasok lamang, and to all our friends in here, who's very new in here, you can actually drop down your bahay dito by just typing 69. Ibinababa po yan in But if you wanted to make friends, and if you wanted to expand your network, you can always do that. Alright? Nico, shout out! Musta sa dibdib mo? Anong nangyari sa dibdib ni Nico sa Japan? Anong nangyari sa dibdib niya? Ayan, mag-love shot sa nag-isang Miss Niebe. Oo nga, oo. Thank you so much yan. Maraming salamat. Malaki na bro! Oh! Lumaki na pala ang dibdib ni Nico. Ayan, my very special guest for tonight is actually already at the backstage, but in a couple more minutes, I'm bringing him up in here for you guys to see him, alright? Ayan, thank you so much for all the supports of the Team Paper Dolls. Maraming salamat po. Bakit lumalaki ang dibdib ni si Nico sa Japan? Anong nangyayari? May kaguluhan bang nangyayari? May kaguluhan ba nangyayari sa inyo? Bakit lumalaki ang dibdib ni Nico? Ay, thank you sa nag-iisang Nico sa Japan from Miss Niebe po yan. Alright, guys, kakanta si Jetro. Antayin nyo. Tignan natin kung mapipilit natin si Jetro, ha? Tignan natin. But I also have invited one of my best singer here in this industry, si Best Rap. Later, she will be joining. She will be singing 3 songs to serenade you guys, alright? That would be around 10 p.m. or so. Mamaya po yan. But anyhow, maraming salamat sa pagpunta. Napaka wonderful evening po ngayon. This segment normally I don't do the Thursday, but since the availability of Jetro Pie is only on a Thursday, so I made this one specifically for him. Kasi I only do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But kasi si Jetro naman kasi, so hindi pwedeng ayawan, di ba? Si Jetro kaya yan, di ba? Nag-iisa kaya yan. So, this segment is actually exclusively made for Jetro Pie, and I hope you guys will enjoy this one. This is just going to be a fun night of talk, getting to know him, and a lot more coming. We'll see, pipigain natin si Jetro, and I have prepared a couple more questions for him, but this is just going to be a conversational moment and conversational setup for me and Jethro, and for you guys to understand and know Jethro along the way of our conversation. I think that's really sound exciting, right? I hope you guys will enjoy this segment for tonight. Nako, Christian, concert na yan. Oo nga. Oo, tingnan natin, pipilitin natin si Jethro mamaya. Ha? Iba talaga ang Jethro. Oo nga eh. Exactly. Nag-iisa lang kaya yan, di ba? Mega love shoutout kan sa aking kaibigan all the way from the land of the rising sun. Ang aking kaibigang napakaganda. One of the biggest channel here in the industry and very, very down to earth. Isa po nating kaibigan yan, AGB TV. If you guys wanted to expand your network, you can always make friends with the people who are in here tonight. Kasi most of the people that comes here are pretty much organic. And if you wanted to expand your network, you can always make friends with them. Alright? Hagot Pilyo, dikit pulpak kay Jethro. Thank you so much. Yan, alam na ni Jethro yung ano dyan, ruling dyan. Alright? Christian, nosebleed din labanan dito. Hindi naman masyado. Konti lang naman. Kasi Bisaya kasi ako, so nahihirapan talaga ako ng Tagalog. Gustuhin ko man, sinusubukan ko talaga yung Tagalog, pero ang tigas talaga ng Tagalog ko. Oo. So, ayan. Konti lang naman. Nakakaloka. Oo. Ginoo ko. Kagagmay sa ako ang channel. Oy, Sisi naman. Ano ka ba? Napaka down to earth mo naman si AGB. Nico, ilang roles kailangan mo na marami sa hotel? Hello, Nico. Need and towel. Di sapat ang tissue. Pag-uwi po. Ay, Bisaya. Si Jethro din Bisaya. Mas lalo. Wala kami maintindihan. Oo, hindi. Kasi si Jethro, nasa taga Cebu yan. Malapit lang talaga kami. If he is in here, originally, I think we are about mga 30 minutes lang ata yung distance namin here sa Cebu. Pero hindi talaga na kami ngayon, malayo siya kasi nasa Bahrain siya. Bahrain, di ba? Oo. Ang malambot ay matigas talaga. Ayan! Press 1 if you guys are excited. Can I bring up Jethro in here? Kasi parang nilalamok na si Jethro sa backstage eh. Do you want me guys to bring up Jethro here on screen? You press 1. Let me know. Press 1 so I can bring up Jethro on screen right now. Agree! Ang dami ng 1-1 na. Oo, eto na naman yung mga excited. Dikat na ako kay Jethro. AGB TV, thank you so much, Sisi. Mabalikan kayo na Jethro later. Alright. Maraming salamat sa dumikit. Please don't forget, sa mga bagong dating po, ating kaibigan, I have my guest for tonight, Jethro 5, and he will be with me in a short while, alright? Dadalhin ko na po. Ayan, marami nang nagwa-1, so I guess I have to bring Jethro Pie on screen. Ang dami na stripes yan. Stripes yan kanina. Oo nga eh. Nakita ko sa kanina naka-stripes. Oo, wala. Ay, ngayon ang pogi. Pogi ni Jethro. Uy. Hi everyone. Mega love shout out ever the great UK. Thank you so much, Mayor, for coming. Ating kaibigan all the way from United Kingdom. So hindi pa po kadikita ni Jethro, please proceed to my pin section right now. Nakapin po si Jethro, ha? Kung hindi pa po kadikitan si Jethro, please do connect to Jethro 5. There's my very, very special guest for tonight. Alright, change outfit si Jethro. Oo, napapagwapo ata. Ayan! Please help me welcome ang ating kaibigang, how do I introduce him properly to you guys? He is an IELTS teacher that is based in Bahrain. Alright? Napaka-pogi nating kaibigan. One of the very few faces here in YouTube na talagang I can say na talagang pogi. Ito yung sinasabi kong, pag sinabi kong pogi, pogi talaga. So, please help me welcome our dear friend na napaka-pogi. He's on the backstage right now. Please help me welcome Jethro 5. Dali lang. Hinaan ko muna. What ka
Crazy.
tuwatawa? What ka
Yeah,
tuwatawa?
with all the comments there, Christian was
Oo.
crazy. Nico,
I
mega
think,
love shout out. Christian, mega love shout out. Niebe, mega love shout out. And Evergreat UK, mega love shout out. Dave, mega love shout out to you. You look so
regular
gorgeous.
shout out, Beb. Eto na naman tayo. Saan nga ito nagsimula yung Babe? Hindi ko maalala. I can't remember it. Saan nga ito nagsimula? Bakit na?
Uh, I first, parang nakita kita sa kay Angel News TV.
Yeah. Oo, tama.
Yes,
Tapos
Angel
ano nga
News
yun?
TV. I saw you and then I came up last week on your channel and then we had a little chat and then yeah, and that's it.
Yun pala. Doon pala nagsimula lahat. Kay Angel si Angel News TV, no? Talaga, no?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Pero kasi nakikita naman kita dati. But it was just a passing lang, 'di ba? Kasi madami naman kayo sa grupo, 'di ba? But
Yes.
it came to a point na meron lang talagang 'di ba? Merong dumating na yung punto talaga na talagang pasok sa banga, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes.
Mega love shoutout sa kakapasok lang nating kaibigan dyan. We have I Love DJ Wine. Thank you so much for coming. I Love DJ Wine.
I
Thank
love
you all.
DJ Wine. Mega love
Yes,
shout
the
out.
very, very supportive nating kaibigan nito. I Love DJ Wine. Guys, if you haven't been connected with Jetro, please do connect with him kasi he's in my pin section right now. So, pwede nyo namang kausapin siya. Pwede nyo namang dikitan, make friends and expand your network with Jetro Payan here. Ang sabi ni Christian, di ko mabasa. May sinasabi si Christian dito. Nag-sweater lang sa Jetro Payan. Oo nga, no? Naku, babe.
No, I just have like I added a cardigan and yeah, I don't want to be having so much.
Bakit? Is it cold in there right now?
In my room, it's very cold.
Really? Talaga? Like, what's the temperature in your room right now? If I may ask.
It's 17.
Malamig! Kailangan mo talaga ng kayakap dyan.
Yeah.
Oo nga, nag-shopping ka daw sa Zara. Tingnan mo. Palaban si Jetro, no?
No, I did not. I did not do shopping today. We are in a lockdown, actually.
Oo, saging daw ni Jetro nakatago. Yes, he's very secretive kasi. Ayaw niya kasi nilalabas yung mga saging niya. Kasi yung kasi yung tatay ng mga saging niya, tinatago niya talaga. Mas may malala pa diyan. Mas malaki na saging, nakatago lang. Diba, Beb? Ayan, mega love shoutout din sa ating kaibigang probinsyana, Ilocana.
Mega love shoutout.
Sir JP. Mega love shoutout sa iyo. Nandito na si mamang ko. Alright, you guys make friends and down there habang nag-uusap kami ni Jetro. Sisimulan na naman namin. So that, para marami tayong magagawa for tonight. We don't own so much all the time, but we can, make use of what is the remaining time. Di ba, Jet?
Yes, of course.
Oo, bakit ang napaka-fresh mo tonight?
No, I took a nap after the guesting with John Dalvik. I took a nap and yeah, then diretso na dito.
Kaya pala. That's why you look fresh for tonight, di ba? Let me ask you one question first before anything else. I'm really wondering, kasi nakikita ko at in your back, meron kang Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Why do you have that? What's the
because
catch?
my favorite superhero of all time is Spider-Man.
Ay, talaga? 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 Hindi naman, hindi ka masyado talagang hindi ka talaga masyadong Spider-Man fan. Based.
Not.
Let me guess, mahilig ka din sa spider-web.
Yes. Yeah,
I can just
Spider-Man.
imagine. Oo, baka naman kasi naka-brief ka rin na Spider-Man.
Let me check.
Spider-Man ba? Ay, wala. Parang wala. Parang I could see nothing in there. Parang nothing in there talaga. So, talsik sapot niya. Absolutely. Ayan. Well, mega love shout out for our 8 viewers right now. Thank you so much. This ang ganda ni Spider-Man actually. It really caught my attention. I didn't thought of it na talagang you are a Spider-Man person.
Yeah, because of all the superheroes, ano siya ang pinaka-relatable for me. Very human, kumbaga. He has
Oh,
like
how is that
problems,
very human?
financial, anything. The
Oh,
storyline is very relatable.
oo nga no, kasi
Hindi siya
tama na.
hindi siya katulad ng mga ibang superheroes na mayayaman, na may mga gadgets.
Like,
Though ngayon recently na mga movies niya may mga gadget na siya, but before talaga wala. So
like,
yeah, that's the reason why I like Spider-Man.
so that means gustong-gusto mo rin yung linyahan na great powers comes with great responsibilities.
Yes.
Gustong-gusto mo din yan. I believe
Yes.
that. Kasi that is a very, very Spider-Man line, di ba? Wala naman
Yes,
sigurong
yeah.
hindi nakakaalam sa great power comes with great responsibilities, di ba? Kasi si
Yes.
Spider-Man lang nagsasabi ng ganun eh. So, literally, that is also a thing with Jethro Pie. All right? And
Yeah.
then, Jeth, I have a question for you. I have a question. Let me just start this one. Let me kick this one with this. Kasi naman for our friends who doesn't know yet who is Jethro Pie, who is really Jethro Pie, and what do you do?
Okay. I am the youngest in the family. I have four sisters. I am the only boy in the family, and I am the youngest also. And I have a degree in nursing. However, I am not practicing it.
Oh,
Yes.
when you
And
say not practicing, when you say not practicing, let me ask in between lang ha. When you say not practicing, meaning you haven't really been into a nursing practice wherein like kahit 1 year lang na working experience as a nurse, or wala
and
talaga, didn't really practice at
ye-
all.
I was exposed when we were still in college, but after that graduation, I had my first job was in a pharmacy in Watson's as a pharmacy assistant. And then after that, I went to teaching right away. And then I had my TESOL certificate, my CELTA, and my
Wait, which Watson is that?
in Ayala.
Kaya pala, sabi ko familiar. Parang I saw you there.
Yeah, that was my first job.
No, yun yung katapat ng Celine, di ba? Ano, katabi ng
Yes.
Celine or
Yes.
somewhere. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I think I saw you there. Parang, that's why you look familiar from the very start. Sabi ko, saan ko ba nakita tong taong to? Dun pala sa Watson's. Di ba? Watson boy. If I may ask, which year was that? Nag-Watson's ka?
2000, I believe 2014.
Yeah, parang
2014.
payat ka pa nun. I remembered it. Parang payat ka pa nun.
Yeah, medyo.
Oo, tama nga. Ikaw nga yun, talaga. Sabi ko, something is really bothering me. Parang familiar talaga ang mukha nito. Yun pala, kaya pala Watson. So,
very common. Very common, babe.
Hindi
Very
naman,
common.
it's not very common. It's something that I just remembered. It's probably
Okay.
because you are worth remembering.
Wow, thank you for
Kasi
that.
I remember I knew it.
Yeah,
Sabi ko, ano talaga? Sabi ko, di ba naka-white? Your uniform is white?
Oh yes, it's white.
See, I
All
told
white.
you. Diba? So, ano ka ba? When did you arrive in Bahrain? Yung talagang nag-Bahrain ka na talaga.
I came here 2015. 2015.
Oh. Oh. Talaga? So, medyo both are around
5 years
nasa
already.
ka din. Yeah. Matagal na rin pala. Parang worth it naman. Was it worth it to gamble and to, leave
Yes.
Philippines for Bahrain?
Definitely, it's worth it. Kasi parang mas relax ako here. Kasi at saka nandito yung sisters. My sisters are here also, so it's not that I don't feel homesick that much.
Yeah,
Wala
that's very
masyado.
true. No? Kasi it's very important also to have like a family connections in there. Kasi if you're just alone, then ang issues ng pagiging lonely will always be there, right?
Yeah,
Just alone, then
exactly. Yes.
good, nag-echo
Mahirap.
ata.
Nakakabaliw ang ano, homesick.
Oo, exactly. That is very relatable kasi marami din naman tayong mga kaibigan na nandito that are OFW
Mm.
workers, right? So
Yeah,
medyo ano
there
talaga.
are people na ano talaga, hindi masyadong gano'n ka-ano yung coping mechanism when it comes to
That's
that.
very true.
So, medyo nahihirapan sila
Yeah.
sa aspect na 'yan.
If you don't have a family in there, how do you rate your coping mechanism? Kung hindi ka naman, wala ka naman pamilya dyan. If you are alone, how do you rate yourself for as far as coping mechanism is concerned?
Probably it's gonna be very difficult for me because I am an introvert. So, hindi ako
Oh,
masyadong palakaibigan. I pala ano ako, I'm very choosy with friends. Hindi ako masyadong
yeah.
nakikipag-bonding kahit kanino-kanino lang. So, probably it's gonna be very difficult sa akin kung ako lang talaga mag-isa dito. Probably mga nasa 5. If I'm going to rate myself from 1 to 10 of having that, mga nasa 5. Kasi ano ko, very ano ko, gusto ko mag-isa. I don't want maingay na environment.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can understand that. I can understand that. Pero sa kalagayan, because if sabi mo if you're introvert type, I couldn't see that eh. Sabi
Yeah,
ko,
that's what
ba't
I
mo
always
nasabi?
yeah, yan ang lagi ko na ano because the way I dress up
Yeah,
and then
and
I
you're
talk.
masking you're very good in masking yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also nagsasalita ako tapos dito sa ano sa screen they see me like
Yes.
very very talkative, very
Yeah. Very
conversational,
chill.
very ano,
Yes.
but sa ano na very quiet.
In real life,
Very quiet. I want to be alone. Like even in Cebu, I don't like
yes.
going to Starbucks. I
I tell
prefer I
yeah.
prefer I prefer Coffee Bean and Those
Yeah.
Coffee. Kasi very
Because
quiet.
quiet.
Uh,
Yes.
unlike Starbucks is like a mall. There are a lot of people there
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then yeah.
Exactly.
So I prefer Coffee Bean and gusto ko yung walang masyadong maingay. Gusto ko lang nasa sulok lang ako ng ano.
Talaga?
Hmm.
Hindi ka yeah, very very opposite no kasi very opposite from what I perceive of you. Kasi nga 'di ba? You're
Yeah.
not that type. My goodness.
Yeah,
Pero okay
and the
lang naman
way
yan.
they see me on social media like very bubbly somehow and very ano, but that's just maybe it's a self-expression in a way that's my side of a little crazy, but in
Yes.
reality that's the opposite of what's
Yes.
happening.
Yeah, that's true. And then this is the true essence dun sa sinasabi nilang, you can't really judge the book by its cover
Judge.
and yeah, 'di
Mm.
ba? And the first
Yes.
impression doesn't really last. 'Di ba?
Mm. Yes,
You
I
know,
totally agree.
'di ba? Ay, sandali lang, ano muna natin, acknowledge. Ayan, andito ang ating kaibigang Mandy Salonga. Mega love shoutout to you, Mandy. Guapa host, Vienna from here, all the way from Vienna, Austria. Ayan, thank you so much for coming. Sabi ng
Angel
ating
News
Jonah
TV.
Magalil. Oo, sabi ni Jonah, I think Sir Jethro Pai, I already saw him through Anna Kawaguchi's channel. Have you been there?
Yeah, because before we were there, ang Agos Dynasty family were there last like a year ago. Yes, kaya medyo doon nakikita kami lagi doon before.
Ay, that is why. That is why. Yeah, he's actually everywhere. So you guys just prepare.
Mhm.
Si Jonah, he is really everywhere. Mega love shoutout din sa ating kaibigang Falangganang Gala. Thank you so much for coming, Cici. Maraming salamat. Hello, mega love shoutout, Miss Nika, and co-host Jethro. Yes, that is Jethro Pai po.
Hello,
Yes,
mega love shout out.
he is in my page section right now. Sa hindi pa po nakikita ni Jethro, please do connect with him. Thank you so much. Ayan, Angel News TV, Mami, maraming salamat pa sa pagpunta. Thank you so much. Sabi ni Christian, maingay kami sa Paper Dolls. Maingay kami sa Paper Dolls United. Huwag kang ano-ano, Jethro, tahimik ka na. Oh, like I said, first impression doesn't really last that, kasi you look at Jethro. The first impression I really had with you was very burara. You know what I mean? Like it's not really the bad thing burara, no. It's the very outspoken. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Na kahit saan mo ilagay si Jethro, he could just blend and he could just be madaldal and all that. But
Yeah,
uh,
I can easily blend. I can easily blend with people. Uh, yes, I can blend. I can, I can blend naman.
I said he is everywhere. Oh my, I'm looking for him. Bakit ngayon ka lang dumating? Oo, diba? You girls, what do you think of Jethro? What do you think? Diba, ang gwapo? 'Di ba? Ang gwapo. Totoo naman talaga Jet, no? This is not to this is not to sugarcoat. This is not to sugarcoat on you kasi andito ka. But in reality and to be very candid to you, yung mukha mo naman talaga is one of the very few na talagang tatatak eh. Tatatak siya. Tatatak talaga siya. So, it's a good side of you kasi you have that and congratulations for that. Di ba?
Thank you for that.
May congratulations talaga agad, di ba? Team Paper
Thank
Dolls
you for that,
United.
babe.
Yes. Totoo yan. No sugar coating here. It's just a pure
Yeah.
personal opinion from me. 'Di ba? Sana all extrovert. Yes, 'di ba? Extrovert si Jethro, but look at him. He's one of the very few people here na talagang tatatak yung mukha sa industriya. 'Di ba? So, Beb, another question, to make a
Yes.
follow-up question, continuation of your personal life in there. What do you do exactly?
I'm teaching IELTS.
IELTS. All right.
Mhm.
Sa hindi po nakakaalam kung ano yung IELTS, can you?
It's an international English language testing system. So it's an exam. So we train people. I train people how to answer the questions in speaking, in reading, in writing, and in listening. So strategies with the reading, anything that needs to be done for them to be able to
Oh,
get a target score. Yeah.
but how do you do that? Is that like something you teach online, or is that something
Yeah.
you teach
Now
one on one?
it's more of online now, especially the pandemic thing. But even before, way back, I also had like online classes before. But now I have a lot
Ah,
more. I have a lot more online classes now.
alright. Kaya pala magaling magsalita si Jethro, no? Kaya look at them. Their
Mm.
comments are saying in here, oh, they need to learn IELTS. Kailangan nila. Ang galing naman yan. Hoy, Jethro, paturo. do you do private do you do private lessons in case our friends
Yeah,
in here
I do
come?
private lesson.
Not that,
Yeah,
not that,
yeah,
not
okay.
that.
I do. I have like yeah. I do have.
Oo, kasi naman baka may nangangailangan. Mega love shoutout sa ating kaibigan kakapasok lang all the way from Macau. Ayan, thank you so much. KM Filmer, mega love shoutout to you and welcome here. Ayan, ang ating so in cases of people who wanted to have like a private a direct contact to you, is it allowed or does it need to be run through your company or stuff like
Okay,
that?
just look for my Facebook account and we can start there.
Ah, there you go. Ayan, Facebook account, Jethro Pai, the same name as here. Hanapin nyo lang, i-add nyo, mag-message kayo. Pwede kayo mag-IELTS. Mhm.
Yeah, we
Matutunan
can
nyo
have
yan.
IELTS exam every day.
Yeah, but how did you train yourself to speak that way? How did you train yourself in do you know what I mean? The conversational, spontaneous speaking.
Way of speaking. I'm like
Yeah.
this. I'm like this.
Talaga? So
No,
you born
no,
like that?
no,
Yung pag-iri ng nanay mo, oh my God, I'm
no.
crying. I'm crying.
Oh,
Ganon.
no, no, even before in college, I always I'm like this. I I speak like this. So
I understand. I understand.
nung nag-graduate, then I had my certifications because I don't have a degree in teaching, right? So I need to have like certificate to boost my chances. So I did have a TESOL course for six
Yes.
months, I believe,
Mhm.
for having like teaching methodologies and how are you going to approach students. So yeah,
Oh,
it was for
interesting.
6 months. Yeah, I did that to because I really like to teach. I think this is where I belong. So that's why I
Mm.
did that, and then after that I had my CELTA, and yeah, because I need some certificates to boost my
Yeah, that's
chances.
very true. Ay kasi nga, di ba, it's really needed as well. If you wanted to go further than that, further than what
Yes.
where you are good at already, you need to have proper certifications and all that as a requirement for you to be able to hit
Mhm.
the goal you wanted to have, right?
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
Ayan, kaya pala magaling magsalita. Magkano daw yung IELTS? Someone is asking here from Manlalakbay.
PM is the key.
PM is the key. Bawal yan dito. Oo. Kasi baka isipin nagbebenta tayo ng isda. Kakaloka, oo. Ang gwapo naman ng bisita mo, host, Becky Nemen. Oo, single pa ba si Jethro?
Uh, See, I'm reserved already. Reserved.
Reserve. Bawal na, reserve.
I reserved.
Reserve na po yan. Mega love shoutout nga ng Nika, co-host Jethro from Erica Durindes. Mega love shoutout to you, CC. Thank you so much for coming.
Mega
Ayan,
love shout out.
maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Guys, si Jethro po, nakapin ko po ngayon dyan. So please do connect to him if you wanted to make some connections and expanding your network as well. Alright? Behave tayo, sabi
Mhm.
ni host. Oo. Hindi,
Now I
pwede
have a
kayong
question. Now, I have a
Yes.
question also for you because
Yes, sure. Sure.
you're a psychologist. You're a
Yes.
psychologist, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know how does it feel to have to how do you approach people who bash?
Personally, and also applying psychology in the process. Bashing is a very common thing, regardless whether you are very popular or not. Somehow,
Mhm.
it happens in our daily day-to-day life. Kahit naman sa normal na buhay, even if you are not in the public situation, sa kapitbahay, nababash ka rin naman eh. It's just on another level, right? But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
here lang siya, it's more visible because it's a public figure and people are watching you and they are seeing you as far as much as they can kasi nga you are out openly in public, right? So bashing
Yeah.
as my understanding and capacity is concerned and in relation to psychology, I always ignore it and I always consider it as a constructive criticism kasi and somehow yes, kasi when you try to consider that one as a constructive criticism, it is not only helping yourself, it is also helping them to realize that what they are doing is something that doesn't last long at nauuwi sila sa punto na sila rin yung kawawa kasi nga naman gumagawa sila ng mga bashing na at the end of the day hindi naman nakakagat, 'di ba?
Yes. Because the best thing you can do is just to be quiet.
Yes, exactly. 'Di ba?
Silence.
And
Silence is the best thing you can do.
yes, and you can just do your thing, continue to do your thing. Kasi alam mo naman as a creator, as a streamer, alam mo naman talaga kung saan ka magaling, 'di ba? And if people are keep on doing that to you and really saying things against to you, it doesn't make you less a person anyway.
Exactly.
Kasi
But
yourself better, 'di ba?
yeah, but I have a question. What if the bashing is like nag-level up into more personal? The
It's
attack is more personal.
yes,
How do you handle that kind of situation?
it's it's all about it's all about ignoring it, and if really too much, you decide whether you are going to face the issue or you're just letting it die by itself. Kasi naman if you keep ignoring, namamatay naman yan eh. Wala namang issues at wala rin namang problemang na ginagawa na it doesn't die on itself, 'di ba?
Yes,
It will
exactly.
just die down eh.
That's the best
That's
approach.
the best eh. You do your thing, galingan mo kung saan ka magaling, kung saan mo anong ginagawa mo, just continue what you're doing and don't get affected with it. Besides, you don't die from that. 'Di ba? You know,
Exactly.
who
Yes.
cares? Who
Who
cares?
cares?
Yun lang naman, di ba?
Yes.
Oo. Thank you so much,
Mm.
Kan. Ayan, andito pala. May mga questions dito. Tignan natin
Yes.
kung ano yung mga
Let's cater the
tanong.
questions sa baba.
Oo nga. Kasi parang na-overlook ko na dito kung may mga, ayan. Mega love shoutout, D-Joy. Thank you so much. Erica
John Dalvic,
Dominguez.
mag-love
Yan
shout
sa
out.
nakapin. Yes, thank you so much. John Dalvic Vlog TV, thank you so much for coming once again. If you guys have any questions with Jetro in here, you can always ask, ha? Tignan natin kung hanggang saan kaya ni Jetro sasagutin yung mga tanong natin dito. Alright? Ano lang naman to, this is going to be getting to know him. This is a very conversational. Ay, i-inject lang
Yeah.
naman natin yung dito, yung further learning. Tignan natin kung we want, kasi Jet, sabi ko naman, Beb, sabi ko, I wanted this talk to not just for us to learn, but also for the audience to learn as well. Yung mga
Mhm.
bagay-bagay na pwede nating ma-discuss further than personal. Di ba?
Yeah. Yes,
Mm-mm.
I totally agree.
Di ba? KM Filmer, pang universe sagot mo host. Ang ganda na nga ni Nika, ang galing pa maraming salamat. Hindi naman, konti lang naman. Ayan, John Dalvic, thank you so much. Mega love shoutout John Dalvic. Alright. Ayan. So, do you still have other questions other than that? Para we can move on. Or we can just go
Yun lang.
spontaneous na lang. Di ba?
Yun
We can
lang.
go
Yun
spontaneous
lang.
na lang. Was
Yeah,
that
just
question
spontaneous.
was that question any somehow at any point related to personal experience?
Yeah.
All right. Let's stop it from there. But anyhow, if you have any questions in between, let me know, ha. Sasagutin ko rin
Yeah.
naman yan eh. You reserve all your
Yeah.
questions and natin kung anong kaya natin gawin. Mega love shoutout dyan sa ating kaibigang Sisi Biz Rock Vlog. Maraming salamat, Sisi, for coming.
Hello,
And invite
mega love shout out.
if you haven't met Biz Rock, I'll have
It's rock
her
vlog.
I'll have her come up here around 10-ish. Tignan natin kasi she has a very good singing voice. And I asked her to sing 3 songs for us and for the people that we have in here. Para naman we can also listen and magko-cool down tayo with sa hot na topic dito. Ang dami kong tanong sa'yo, alam mo ba yan?
Okay, bring it on.
Alright. Tignan natin hanggang saan kaya ni Jetro yung mga tanong ko, ha? Alright. Oo. Jeff, you have an option in here to pass. Ito lang na
Okay.
question. You have an option here to pass or you answer the question. Ito, ha? Kasi this is a bit personal. I don't want you to get uncomfortable with this one. How young is Jetro Pan?
I'm 28.
Uy, ang bata mo pa pala. Talaga? You're 28?
28 plus 10. Plus 10.
28 and a half. Ganon.
28 and a
Are you
half.
Are you comfortable with that question or not?
It's okay. It doesn't really bother me.
All right. So 28 na yung final. That was real.
Mm.
That was for real? That was for real or not?
Yes.
Talaga?
I'll just drink water.
All right. Sisi Koy, maya-maya na, ha. Just beep me, ha. Yes, I will let you know. Sisi, mga 10-ish. Dato na. 28 plus 10, Jet. Sabi ni John Dalvin, 28 plus 10. So that would be buffer figure of an estimate of, tignan natin nga. And then 28 years old. So may mga nagtatanong kung ilang taon si Jetro. And for those who are very curious about Jetro's age, he is officially and proudly talaga na sinasabi niya that he is a 28-year-old. 28-year young. Hindi naman old, di ba? Masyadong complicated yung old. We don't want that old, di ba? Young lang naman.
Yeah.
Oo. Young lang para naman mas maganda, di ba? Okay. Jeff, dito na tayo. How do you define bachelor? And how long do you plan to be a bachelor?
Well, I define bachelor as being worry-free. Like you don't care of yung parang wala kang, you're carefree. You're carefree with what you're going to do, what you're going to alam mo yung wala kang poproblemahin, you're just on your own. Parang wala kang masyadong iniisip na responsibilities, wala kang masyadong tinitake na mga problems at all, more of the personal stuffs lang. So, that's how I define it. Parang you have
All right.
freedom of your own, parang you have,
Yes.
yes.
A freedom
So,
of your
yeah.
own.
Oh, yeah.
Di ba?
Yun.
That is how,
Parang you
yun
can
yung,
just,
what
you
was that?
can just do whatever you want to do. But of course, you need to be responsible.
It's very, very true. Because in real essence, when you define bachelor, it's being single, right? It's being not
Yeah, being
committed. You're
single.
being on your own. And you're right. If we define further bachelor, of course, it's a full freedom because you are on your own, right?
Yes.
Wala kang outside obligation beside of yourself. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask,
Exactly.
Jet, how do you see yourself and how do you plan to be how do you ano nga ba yung question ko? How long do you plan to be a bachelor?
Actually, I'm at the phase of my life right now that I really wanted to settle down. Yeah, because it's not like I'm pressured with my batchmates and my friends, like having their pictures and my feeds, seeing them with their children.
Yes.
And for me, yeah, it's about time for me to settle down. I believe I found a person already, and so yeah, it's time for me to do that because I like kids so much. I want to have my own family. I want to have my own. Alam mo yung
I
magsisimula
understand.
ka from yeah. I really want to start as soon as possible. So yeah,
Talaga? Uh-uh.
yes, and I
You're
already
not
informed my sister. I told my sister like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago about this, and uh, she has no problem about it. But
yeah.
she said just make sure you are going to have like couple of thinking about
Yes.
before you really jump into it. So yeah,
Yeah, that is very, very true also. How do you take that one, Jan? Let me ask you about it. How do you take that one? Kasi moving forward to decisions in life naman kasi isn't just about because you are pushed or you are really into it and because you really wanted to do that. For yung pagde-decide naman kasi sa buhay, this is about it really comes with a proper thinking and talagang
Mhm.
alam mo yung getting over and over again, consulting yourself, how ready are you? Kasi if you are going to venture into a deeper level of decision, hindi lang naman yung kino-consider mo dito is because you wanted to have or it is because you have the plan already. This is about
Mhm.
something also for yourself that you get to be comfortable with because you're going to be living with a lifetime commitment. So
Yeah.
have you done that introspection, your self-examination already with that part? And how ready are
Yes,
you to?
I already did. Because last week was a very what I'm with this relationship that I have now.
Yes.
Just like it's new.
Okay.
Okay, it's
All
still a
right.
baby relationship.
Yes.
Bago pa lang siya. And this relationship is very. No, I'm more relaxed. I'm very
Oh.
relaxed. I'm very
Yeah.
calm.
Yes.
And this is the first time also that my sister was, ano, mm, wala masyadong negative na
Oh.
sinasabi.
All right.
So, parang ganun. Wala masyadong mga na mga sinasabi. But of course, you need to think a couple of times. But I can see myself on that direction already. I
You,
can see
you
myself
can.
on that
You can.
path
All right.
already.
All right. All
Yes.
right. But the ultimate thing naman kasi no matter what other people or family member would say, ultimately you have to rely on your own self-decision kasi it's going to be you who's going to be in the situation for the next couple of years and for the longer time. So you really
Mhm.
wanted to have a decision na talaga namang intact, di ba? That is
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
really, yeah, hindi naman pwede kasi yung because you just wanted to. Iba naman kasi yun eh.
Mhm.
Pag sinabi naman na natin, I just wanted to. Kailangan eh. It's different when you say kailangan from the full emotional understanding of to be in the situation kasi mahal mo siya, mahal mo yung tao, and you wanted to spend the rest of your life with the person. And
Yes.
that's another
And
story as well, right?
yes.
That would be
And
another one.
you
And
need to look on the qualities that you really look for,
yes,
na
absolutely.
yun talaga yung gusto mong makasama mo sa for the rest of your life. And
Yes,
you
very,
should
very
not
true.
settle for someone now. Okay, ito na lang. It shouldn't be
Yes,
like that.
it
You
shouldn't be
should
like
be it shouldn't be like that.
yes, exactly. Mention ko lang ngayon dito. Mega love shout out Mama Bench. Thank you so much for coming. We also have in here, kakapasok lamang nating kaibigan, ARJC Avenue from Davao. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Greetings from Davao City. Ayan, for the newcomers in here, you may drop down your bahay dito. Just type 69. Also, on my pin section, si Jetro Paipo, our guest for tonight. And if you wanted to expand your network, make friends with him also, pwede nyo naman pong dikitan. Maraming salamat po. Going forward, pabalik doon sa question natin na anong tawag dito? Yung, kasi it's very interesting, ba? It's very, very interesting to know person's decision and person's idea when it comes
Mhm.
to deciding, you know? Kasi you are not
Mhm.
at the younger age naman, di ba? You're not at the younger
Yeah.
age. You are absolutely at the age wherein you can decide on your own. Ika nga nila,
Mhm.
ito yung palagi kong sinasabi when I do counseling. I always tell the people to if they are involved with having difficult decisions in life, getting married or settling down. I always ask them that you always have to remember that when settling down, you have to make sure that the person that you choose is the type of person na yung hindi ka binibingihan, hindi naglalakad paalis kasi nangunguha ng atensyon. You need to
Mhm.
settle down with someone who can directly tell you straight to your eye na sasabihin, can we sit down and can we fix this? You know?
Yes.
So yun yung kailangan eh. When you are
Yes.
going to be with someone, it has to be with that someone na talagang you can talk with,
Mhm.
na you
Yeah.
can do a proper
And
communication.
I can tell, babe, that this time I'm very relaxed with this relationship I have.
Oh, see? There you
It's
go.
still new, though I'm very relaxed and I'm
Yes.
very what do you call it? Parang masyadong kalma.
You can
Masyadong
be
ano.
you. And that you can be you.
Yeah,
Right?
when
Yes.
we talk. It's like black and white. I present
Oh,
everything.
there
Okay,
you go. And that's very
this is
nice.
this is the thing you need to know about me. This is the thing that you need to be. Yeah, it's there. It's up to you to decide if you're going to accept
Yes.
me or not. There you go.
Yes.
So
And
after that conversation, it was like, oh, it was the best feeling
yes.
ever because I am so relaxed. I'm so calm after that. So yeah,
That is a good start, di ba? That is a
yeah.
good start. That's a good start. That's a good start. But that's very, very good. Ayan, nice and interesting topic. Yes, Cici. Maraming salamat dyan. Ayan, you can also throw questions in here ha, in any point of the topic that we discuss in here. But this is very interesting, you know? Na, eto, makikilala nyo talaga si Jetro nito. No, it's good. It's good. Kasi minsan hindi mo na namamalayan. Right now, when I'm starting to ask you questions, eto na 'yon, lalabas na yung mga katotohanan dito. But you're
Lumalabas
ready.
na.
Oo nga, 'di ba? But you're ready with it anyway. So, ayan. Jet, another questions that I have in here is dito naman is I wanted to get to know the prior of Jetro. All right. Um, have you ever been in love?
Yes, and it broke me into pieces after that.
Can can we know a little history from it?
Well, it was the reason why I came here in Bahrain. It was
Oh,
somehow it's a very it was a very toxic kind of relationship. You know, a lot of back and forth. That's
I understand.
negative.
I
So
understand.
it's not nice. It's not good for me to stay. So I
Yeah.
removed myself from the situation and then left the country and then went here in came here in Bahrain. I think that's the best decision I've ever done for myself during that time, because it's not good anymore. I'm suffering so much emotional trauma, and it's
Trauma,
draining
yeah.
me emotionally. Yeah, and
Oh,
it's crazy. It was crazy.
how
So
long was the relationship? You know, how long did it last?
mm, 7 years,
7 years. That's a long. That's a
six,
long.
7 years, like that.
That's a long one. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Pero naiintindihan ko yung punto na, naiintindihan ko yung punto and the decisions that you make. If the decisions naman that you made it was really worth it, right?
Yes, it was worth it. It was very. It's timely. It's timely also to just get out from that, because it's not working anymore. So what's the point of having this back and forth conversation? And it's not healthy anymore. So I removed myself. That's it.
Oh. Hmm. Now I understand. They understand better. So it was you who made the decision, the final
Yeah,
decision.
I made the decision to.
Was it difficult when you made the decision or not?
It was difficult because when I was here in Bahrain, I was struggling. I was emotionally drained, and I was really suffering from depression,
All right.
and
I understand.
it's very painful. It's very painful. But the feeling
But
of being in love, of course, is very
yes.
nice. And I don't.
Definitely.
Mm,
Definitely. But sometimes we have people needs to take a move in order to see the brighter side of the alam mo yon kasi when you say love naman talaga it's a really good feeling but you don't know sometimes the toxicity level involved in the situation, di ba? Pag yung toxicity level is going so high, then you have to know when to put the stopper, di ba? In your case, it was great kasi nalaman mo, 'di ba? Whether to put the stopper or not.
yeah, because I need to, because there's something that happened, but I cannot go in detail about that, babe.
Yes,
I think
that is no.
it's very sensitive.
Yeah,
Uh, it's ano, parang I really want that to happen because I'm so ready for that, but
I totally
she
understand.
decided to not continue that, and she did something, and I cannot agree on that.
I totally understand. I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is the now and the process of getting the recovery of yourself and towards the other person as well. Perhaps it
Mhm.
is more anong tawag dito? It is more advantage on you kasi you have moved on with your new life right now. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am fully
You're,
recovered already. I'm fully recovered from
oh,
that, and
congratulations for that.
I'm yes, I'm starting new, and hopefully, it will be a good one.
Yes. And really congratulations for that. I'm really happy for you because, not everyone can move on. And moving on doesn't really have the time frame eh. Kasi alam mo yon, it doesn't have the time frame. It's you who will decide for that when you are
Yes,
going to move on. 'Di ba?
yes.
Maganda. It's actually a new discovery for Jethro. Sa hindi pa nakakilala ni Jethro now, you know. 'Di ba? Pag tinatanong naman kita, eto binubulgar ko talaga yung buhay mo dito. Oo.
Yeah, nagugulat-gulat ako, babe, sa mga tanong mo.
Oo, alam ko eh. Sinadya ko talaga to para I also wanted to ask you questions na relatable for other people. Kasi hindi naman kasi most of the time naman kasi when it comes to relationships, fantasies and the well-being of the person is always has something to do with other people. So hindi lang yung tayo yung nakaka-relate. I wanted that to some of them could also relate yung realidad
Mhm.
ng buhay, di ba? Oo.
Yes,
Sabi ni
exactly.
ARJC Avenue, so good to hear you moved on, bro. Di ba? You see?
Mm.
Nakaka-relate yung mga tao. Kasi ang dami nating mga kaibigan na they are not fully moved on. And the moving part is the most difficult part kasi nga ang kadalasan ng mga tao, they just can't let go. They still
Yeah.
wanted to wallow and keep on coming back. And that is the most difficult part when in the process of moving on eh. That's the most difficult part. Diba?
Yes.
Yeah. And you got it right, di ba? Napakagaling mo talaga. Napakagaling mo talaga. Oh, thank you so much. Ka na nag-super chat. Thank you so much. Ayan, let's move on. I wanted to get to know the other side of Chatropie, all right? Um,
Hmm.
if I may ask you right now, what is your ultimate fantasy date?
Ultimate.
Yeah.
I think there's a place in kasi hindi ako masyadong gusto ko lang simple lang. Kasi for me, fantasy ko yung magko-costume ako ng Spider-Man. Magko-costume ako ng
You got me. You got me
Yeah,
there.
for a
Napatuwa ako
change,
doon.
I don't want to be like being so proper and being so like
Yeah.
talks and all. So I just want to be crazy for that very specific date na medyo somehow
Yung,
show my personality and my
yes.
whole. So I'm gonna be wearing my Spider-Man's suit.
Yung, ay, yung crazy informal, right?
Yeah, crazy informal and sometimes too formal is boring.
It is boring. Talagang boring talaga siya. It
Yeah.
is boring. You're absolutely
Sometimes
right
too
in there.
formal. It's too boring sometimes. So I want it to be a little crazy by doing that, and yeah.
Yeah, hindi. Actually, it's actually very realistic. It's very realistic. Sa totoo lang, it's very realistic, no? Kasi, ang hindi kasi alam ng mga tao that alam mo ba that basing on study, it's a cultural base. But basing on study in psychology, that a lot of people does have fantasies. Hindi nga lang, sa kultura natin sa Philippines, it's just we are very conservative, that we are very timid to discuss about fantasies kasi nga 'di ba religion wise and dami so hindi na di-discuss but in reality
Culture.
culture natin but in essence talaga maraming tao kadalasan sa mga tao meron talagang fantasies, they just don't want to talk about it, 'di ba?
Mm,
Oo, iba nga
yes.
madami, 'di ba, madami nga some people do have fetishes as well. If I may ask you, do you have a fetish also?
Oh my gosh. Well, I like it when yung ponytail, high ponytail.
Oh, talaga? Tapos
Yeah, for
ginagawa
for
mo
me
kabayo?
for me it's very sexy. For me
Oh,
it's very
talaga?
sexy. Yeah, high ponytails. I don't know. I have a thing for that.
Talaga?
Yeah,
Ano
I have
pa?
a
What
thing
else?
for that.
Oh, parang I can picture
Uh,
out parang I can picture out already your fantasies.
uh, sexually, I like ayoko masyadong malaki yung
Dibdib.
ayoko. Ayoko
Oo.
ng ayokong masyadong
Gusto mo ng
gano'n.
small, gusto mo ng smaller, yung parang sexier,
Gusto ko
the
yung
smaller.
maliit lang. And
Yung
yeah,
parang
and I like
pasas lang.
petite.
Oh,
Yeah, I like petite.
oo. Tapos, so yun yung mga typical, ano ni Jethro. Yun yung mga gusto ni Jethro. I mega love
Mm.
shout out Casey the Explorer. Inihaw mo all the way from Macau. Kaibigan, kilala mo na ba si Casey? Ito yung nirereto nila ni Stephen
Ah,
tsaka ni Angel, you remember?
nakita ko siya last time.
Siya yung binibining Pilipinas ganda sa number 27, 2018.
Wow! Casey, hello.
Siya yung
Mega love shout out.
sila yung kasabayan nila ni Catriona. Sila yung kasabayan.
Ah,
Pero si
okay.
Catriona yung
Wow.
nakapasok.
Hello, hello.
Sila yung kasabayan. Siya yung number 27 doon. But anyhow, moving forward, natawa ako doon. Natawa talaga ako doon. As in, natawa ako doon sa sinabi mo talaga. Kasi I was really trying to visualize in kasi we have that one sa psychology kasi we have the other part of the study. Somehow we call it the BDSM, the different aspect of life, the different aspect of part or the different part of the fantasy part of every person's fantasy. So kaya tuloy yung sinabi mo, you wanted a ponytail, petite, tapos maliliit ang dodo. Tawa ako kasi naiisip ko talaga yung I get to have a chance to really picture out how it looked like and the things that you can do. Kaya napatawa ako. Oo, napatawa ako doon. Parang gagawin mo atang ninja moves.
Kasi ayoko ng tall. Ayoko ng tall.
Yes. Tapos,
kasi hindi ako masyadong tumataas.
How tall is Jethro Pai?
5'7", 5'6", 5'7". Hindi masyadong matangkad.
Matangkad na yun. Hindi naman masyadong maliit din ang 5'7" for a guy. It's actually okay already. So it's not really that much. Hindi naman, it's not really that much, right? Pero it's a little bit okay na. And ayan, moving forward.
5'7". 5'7".
Oo nga eh. Naisip ko din, hindi ko na lang sinabi. 5'7". Uy, mas mataas talaga yung baba. Kasi nga 5 and 7, di ba? Alam niyo na, anong gawin dyan? Di ba? So if you could travel, another question for you, Chad. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? And why?
I want to gusto ko pumunta sa Egypt.
Egypt? Why of all places?
I'm just very curious about the pyramid. Yeah, I want to see it personally, like how they built the whole thing.
What is the first thing that you are going to do when you are already standing in front of the pyramid?
Of course, I'm gonna be taking a selfie, and of course, touch the pyramid and try to. I will check how did they do it, like, because before they don't have anything, right? Before, walang mga machines, walang mga right? And then they were able to do that. So that's something. So it's something that's very curious ako noon pa talaga. Kaya if ever gusto ko pumunta dun. At saka sa yung sa may mga gods. Sa Greece.
Greece. Yes. Really. You want to feel being the god.
Sa Greece. Gusto ko pumunta sa Greece. Kasi parang 'di ba ang daming mga dun sa Greece, ang daming stories sa literature.
Yes, that's very true. From the very beginning of time until the how it evolved and all that.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Christian, magkasing height lang pala tayo. Magkasing height lang pala kayo. Magkasing height tayong tatlo. Kasi I'm around 5'6". I'm around 5'6", 5'7".
Sabi ni Miko, they were built by aliens daw.
Oo, totoo. Aliens talaga? Sinali pa yung aliens? Oo. Sinali pa yung aliens? Nico talaga.
Somehow, no? Somehow, maybe, somehow. It's true.
It could be, but there are no solid proofs for that. So, but it could be. Who knows? Diba? But who knows? Kasi, dapat naman kasi pag napaniwalaan natin, dapat diba? Dapat may solid proof for that. But anyhow, yes. Kasi ang hirap naman kasi pag magawa din naman tayo, di ba? Nakakaloka na yan. Okay, moving on. Do you have any special talent? Jet, Okay, eto, Beb. Do you have any special talent? Yung you
I
can,
have a
alam mo
special.
yung masasabi mo.
I don't think it's a special talent, but I can move my eyebrows simultaneously.
Sige nga. Ay, di, gusto kong ano. Sige nga, tingnan nga natin. Sandali.
I can
Can,
move it like
talaga, talaga?
yeah,
Uy,
I can move it.
it is a talent. I can't do that. So that is, or maybe it is a real talent. Oo, talaga. Namumove mo talaga siya, no? By any, ano, i-practice mo pa yan. Ano ka niyan. Focus ka dyan. Oo.
Yeah,
That's a
so yun
goodness
ang
talent.
ano ko talent.
Oo. Talaga, sino nakakakaya yan dito? Christian, kaya mo ba yung ganun talent? O hindi? si Nico. Si Nico ng Japan, kaya ba yung talent na ganun? O hindi? Parang si Jetro lang ata yung nakakagawa ng ganito. It's a special talent. Oo. Di
Talent
ba?
ang mga suplado yan.
Talaga? Suplado ba si
Talaga,
Jetro?
Nick? Hindi
Suplado
naman.
ba si Jetro?
Hindi na, ewan ko dun sa kanila. Ask mo, suplado ba ako, Nick? Suplado ba ako, Nick?
Oo, suplado ba? Nico, Miss Nieve, suplado ba si Jetro? Siya lang may
Hindi
kaya niyan.
naman.
Oo nga, pero hindi po, sabi ni Christian, hindi. Hindi ka naman daw suplado. Ano ba yung definition ng suplado for you?
I think yung hindi namamansin, yung ano, kasi ano naman ako, very friendly naman ako.
Oo, ikaw lang daw yung sakalam.
No, actually, babe, yan si Christian yung ano namin, admin 1. So, yan
Ah,
ang pinaka-sakalam talaga.
talaga? So,
Mm.
alright. Eto pa, si Jetro pala is, how would you describe yourself in one word?
One word, mm, I'm
Suplado
very
ka daw, uy.
suplado. Ano ko, in one word, I'm very loving.
Oh, really? Talaga. Loving ang isang
Loving.
Jetro guy.
Mm.
Pero hindi naman kasi yan nakikita right away, di ba? I mean, people would
Mm-mm.
only get to know that when they probably get to know you better and deeper. Di ba? Pag sinabi namang Jetropy, ano naman hindi naman nakikita sa mukha. Pero really, babe, if I were to really look at you at first, nung first talaga, suplado din yung impression ko sa'yo eh. So parang suplado. Ganon. Oo.
Talaga.
Always,
I always get that.
oo.
I always get that kind of reaction from people.
Yes,
Yeah.
totoo,
Because,
totoo.
maybe because my features are very strong.
Could be, or probably because you are reserving some part of you. Alam mo you are not the typical that let's out everything. You probably is a very reserved type, so people doesn't get to know you really who is Jethro right away. So that is probably why the reason. Kasi yun naman yung nakikita ko sa'yo when I saw you first, my personal assessment on you is automatic talaga na medyo suplado na na trying to please. Alam mo yon, trying to please the people, but alam na feeling mo suplado. Yun yung first when I first
Impression.
saw you. Yeah. But when time came by, you started to get to know the person. Hindi naman pala. It was very naman pala, masayahin, yung parang tawa lang ng tawa, parang walang problema, di ba?
Yeah. Actually.
So yun yung reality of Jetropy. Oo, di ba? Tumatawa si Christian. Kasi unti-unti na lang nalalaman yung hindi pa nila nalalaman.
Okay, babe, since nandyan si Christian, si Nico, I just have a question because
Usual.
a few minutes back we were talking about moving on, right? So
Yes.
is closure as a psychologist
Yes.
is important? And
Is closure very important on what aspect?
Relationship,
All
romantic
right.
relationship.
Yes. Um, closure. Tapos ka na sa tanong mo? Dun lang or
Yes,
meron pa siyang ano?
basically.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Right. Out na kami, bye.
Ayan na babe, kasi mga ano yan, mga hindi kami magkasa lahat ng conversation namin sa Kryptonites. Diyan kami hindi nagtutugma lahat.
In the aspect of psychology, and even if you go to a even if you go for a yung parang harap-harapan na talk, and if you ask for an opinion for a psychologist, isa lang yung sinasabi namin talaga. In every relationship that is about to end or that is planning to put an end, either of the two who has full understanding na nagkaintindihan kayo between the two na maghihiwalay kayo, or one party is only the one understanding it and wanted to get out from it, nangangailangan po lahat ng closure. Lahat ng relasyon, lahat ng pag-uugnayan needs to have a closure. Even relationship with family members needs to have a closure, because only by closure you can fully move on.
Okay. Because ako, sa akin babes, I don't.
Oh,
Now, for me, in my experience, and based, it's just based on my how I handle the whole situation with my
okay.
relationship.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's talk about it.
that's why I ask you, in a more professional opinion,
Yes.
right? So in my case, the way I see it is I don't need a closure from that person, because for me the act itself of hurting me, or the act itself of hurting me or leaving, is valid enough for me to move forward with my life. So that's how I see it. You hurt me, and then you don't want to talk to me or whatever, you just go and leave for no reason, and whatever it is that you're doing that you're not even bothered to explain it to me,
Yes.
the act itself of that leaving and hurting me is valid enough for me to move forward with my life, and I don't need validation from that person who hurt me, because the act itself is already sort of like it's about time.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Eto, I will discuss it further, no? Kasi when you say closure naman talaga, it doesn't need to have a validation from someone na eto, ganon. There are people who takes things on an outright decision na
Mhm.
they themselves can analyze that this is it. I am putting an end, and that itself is already a closure. Kasi
Yes.
taking the side of the closure per se, when you say closure naman kasi, it is very, very broad na word na pwede nating talagang, ang all association of most people is that it does need affirmation, it does need confirmation, it does need a validation from another party na kapag tinatanong mo, kasi it's very basic naman kasi na sinasabi ng mga bakit ayaw ko siyang hiwalayan kasi hindi ko naman alam kung totoo talaga na may iba siyang babae, na may iba siyang lalaki, na may iba siyang ganito. I need to hear it from him. That's a very, very basic na mga pangyayari. But we have to remember also that there are people who can make closure by themselves. Kasi alam nila they knew already that this is it. You already made this, it's already meant. I don't need you to tell me another lie, or I don't need you to tell me a confirmation na totoo yung ginagawa mo, because I understand the full situation, and by deciding the situation, it is a closure already. Yes.
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 Hindi siya kailangan. The closure itself doesn't need to have na i-confirm mo siya, or there is an affirmation from another party. When you do that and when you decide, you put a closure to it already. You are closing it.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
just on another level.
Wala, yeah.
Diba? So yun. Oo. Closure pa din naman yun. Hindi lang naman kailangan ng affirmation para makonsider ng closure. Ayan, LOL, sagot na ni Christian. Agay! Mega love shoutout sa ating kaibigan all the way from the land of the rising sun, ang ating kaibigan Gandang Hershey, my member as well. Thank
Gandang
you so
Hershey,
much.
mega love shout out. May question
Yes.
si Niebe. My question si Niebe, babe.
Oh, yes.
What if
What is
he
that?
or she, what if he or she just left or disappeared, I think that action says it all, and no need to search for them and ask for closure. Parang
Alright.
similar ka, same. We have a same point of view.
Yes.
Mm.
Same, 'di ba? And no need to search for them. Yes, exactly, Beb. 'Di ba? Alam mo 'yon, you get the point.
Mm.
You get the
Yeah.
point. Oo, yun
Mm.
yun 'yon. Ito din yung tanong ni Miss Niebe dito. 'Di ba? Oo,
Mm.
yun lang naman
Yes.
talaga yun eh. And it depends on the person to, kasi in the situation like you, yung ginawa mo kasi is, alam mo na eh, nasaktan ka na and you decide to let go. There are just people who are not really into so much drama. There are
Mm.
people who just wanted to get what is the truth of the matter. Ano ba talaga yung totoo and the reality behind this thing. And pag
Mm.
nalaman mo na yon, there are several people who can decide right away. And hindi na nila kailangang they need to make the drama more complicated and that they don't need that anymore. Yun yung ano eh,
Mm.
di ba?
Yes.
Yun yung,
I
oo,
agree.
yes. And hindi lahat ng tao nakakagawa ng ganyan. Kadalasan sa mga tao, gumagawa talaga ng drama in life. And of course, hindi rin naman natin, we cannot judge the people who are into the situation again. Di ba? Ayan, Mega Love
Yes,
shoutout I
exactly.
love one. Sabi ni Gandang Hershey, love ko na talaga si Nika. Ooh, salamat naman dyan. Ayan, Gandang Hershey, hello, nice topic again. Oo, na may matutunan talaga kayo dito. And Bev, I want you to find more questions ha, na may mga
Uh,
tanong kung gusto mo pong tanong so we can really discuss thorough. Ay gamitin natin 'tong
yes.
pagkakataon na to to ay isagad
Yeah.
mo na ako habang masasagad mo pa ako.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Di ba?
There's a comment here from Gandang Hershey. For me, closure is important. Proper healing and letting go of the hurt and pain is the first step to making peace with what happened. Mhm.
To most people, eto talaga yung hinahanap. Okay?
Mhm. To
There
most
are
people.
just people like you, babe. 'Di ba? Na it's also on a different level of understanding on many things. So, but to
Mm.
many, I'd like to discuss that to many people, meron talaga, eto talaga yung hinahanap, babe, na mga, alam mo yung gusto talaga na verbal confirmation, verbal affirmation, na talagang naririnig nila for them to be able to decide to move
Yeah.
on. Kasi hindi nila kaya na mag-move on and hindi nila kaya humawak sa isang bagay na meron silang doubt na baka hindi totoo yung hinahala ko, baka hindi naman totoo, baka ganito. They are living on the questions of why and what if and what if and what if. And for this type of
Yes.
people, need a closure na galing
Mhm.
talaga sa bibig nung isa na kahit masakit, it will be more efficient for them to decide na eto na, kahit masakit, aalis na ako. Kasi
Yeah.
they heard the truth already. And
Mhm.
ito yung
Yes.
basic na mga closure na normal na nangyayari talaga.
Mm.
You're one of those very
Few.
extraordinary na very few na nakakagawa ng mga bagay-bagay na on a different level of approach. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
So
But
sabi
did
ni
it,
Nico here, it's very subjective. We're all different. We have different
oh,
ways of handling things. Do whatever floats your boat and whatever makes you happy.
yes.
Yes.
Totoo. Sabi ni Gandang Hershey dito, closure is like a band-aid for a cut. A cut could heal over time without one, but a band-aid allows the cut to heal much quicker. Correct me if I am wrong. Kaya nga there in every person, kaya nga we always take it in psychology, we call it individual differences. Wala pong
Mm.
taong pinanganak na pareho, even twins does
Yeah.
have different fingerprints. Kasi kahit kaano kayo kapareho, there will always be unsimilar doon sa parte ng katawan nyo because no one are born alike. And we call it the
Mhm.
individual differences. Kasi iba't ibang tao, may iba't iba talagang behavior, pananaw, and
Mhm.
that is why the psychology and in behaviorism, there will always be a different approach. When the treatment applies, every person will always have different approach. Hindi po pwede yung treatment ko for Jethro, uh, will be applicable for Gandang Hershey. For Gandang Hershey, applicable dong isa because we are different by
Mm.
its own. 'Di ba? Mm. So, yun.
Yeah,
Sabi ni
exactly.
Kaya
We
Filmer,
just have
tama
to
ka.
respect. We just have to respect each other's differences.
Yes,
So
absolutely
we just
true.
have to
And
respect each other's differences.
yes, yes, very very true. And also, yung ano talaga, yung ano beb, alam mo yung anong tawag dito, yung recovery and the healing process of per person would also matter on the ability of the person to adapt the process of healing.
Yes,
Kasi naman,
exactly.
you are the one who's going to heal. It's not going to be the
Yeah.
psychologist, psychiatrist, and therapist who's going to heal you. You are the
Mm.
one healing yourself. Kasi sarili mo yan eh. 'Di
Mm.
ba?
At saka iba-iba ang situation na nangyayari for each relationship. So how
Yes.
they manage it, it's all up to them.
Yes. Totoong-totoo yan. Totoong-totoo talaga yan. Basically, yung psychologist, psychiatrist, and all other therapists will just be the basic guide kung paano gagawin. But ultimately, the response of the healing process would be dependent on the person itself,
Oh.
on how the person
Mm.
cooperates. Yeah, on how the person cooperates the treatment. 'Di ba?
No.
Totoo yun. That's very, very true. I agree with Nico. It's up to that person. Kaya Filmer, tama ka, host. Yes. And then, Gandang Hershey says here, hi, Ma'am Gandang Hershey. Sabi ni Gandang, yeah, we learned a lot for this, Ma'am Nick. I'm really happy that you guys are learning, ha? I'm really, really happy. Pag may mga tanong kayo, you can also ask. Alright. Mas maganda yung nagtatanong kayo so that we can also answer your
Yes.
questions. Maganda to eh. Ay, kaya nga gustong-gusto ko talaga when it comes to this kasi maganda to eh. Maganda to. Nakikilala pa natin si Jetro. Ayan, may matutunan pa tayo right after, 'di ba?
Parang naka-hot seat ako dito, babe.
Okay lang 'yan. Kaya mo pa ba?
Yes, kaya pa. Bring it on.
Alright. Ayan, may tanong ako sa'yo. My next question for you is, how many kids do you wish to have?
At least 3 or 4.
At least 3 or 4. Alright? Pero hindi naman, there will be no disappointments pag hindi naman naabot ng 3 or 4.
Hindi naman. It's okay kung makadalawa or isa. Okay na.
Pero what if wala? How
That's
would you
fine.
take? How would you take a relationship?
I don't think
Does it matter to you?
it doesn't matter because if you really want to have kids but you cannot really have one, then there are
Yeah.
options. Now, it's more there are modern options now. So try to have those options first, and then if hindi talaga, then try the abortion adoption. Try,
Ay. Oo, that's
try the adoption. Adoption.
Nag-slip of
Try
the
the
tongue ka
adoption.
na. Oo. Ay, maraming salamat
Try-
sa pagkulay. Lady Shy, all the way from Norway. Thank you so much. Oo.
Try the adoption.
Okay. Oo. Wag naman
Yeah,
abortion, ha?
Yeah. Yeah.
Natuwa ako doon kasi
try the
biglaan yun
adoption.
eh. Yes.
Yes. So
Oo.
yun ang option.
Okay, eto, gusto kong malaman kung anong stand mo dito. Eto, gusto ko talagang malaman anong stand mo dito. What is your stand on a pre-marital sex as far as Jethro Pye's opinion is concerned?
I don't agree on that.
You don't, you are not,
No, I was I'm practicing. I don't. It's somehow contradicting my my opinion. But this is the thing, babe. For my nieces, because I this is crazy, right? Because I have my nieces. I have a few my tatlo akong mga niece na girls, and I'm pretty
Yes.
strict when it comes to them. And
okay.
yeah, but it's somehow contradictory to what sa ginagawa ko because But
Continue, continue. I wanted to
sa
hear.
ano for them, I don't want them to do that.
All right.
I don't want them to do that. It's not I know, but contradictory to what I've practiced.
Yeah, I know, but how would you handle that one? Kasi you cannot control it. I mean, you cannot control their moves. You are not there all the time. You can only talk to them about the things that could
We
go wrong.
always I always talk to them because especially the one that's 18 years old already. Zibina is 19 years old already,
And
and
see,
she has like boyfriend already.
yeah. Hmm.
She has a boyfriend already, and they're pretty serious. And this is the first time na ano pumunta talaga sa bahay, and then we always have to have na kailangan kausapin siya na it's not to engage in such act because it's very important na parang if you're sure that's gonna be the one person you are going to spend yung buhay mo sa kanya, then reserve that
Yes.
after
Uh,
the wedding
that
or what.
is as far
We
as
always,
your that is as
mm,
far as yung pang lesson mo for them, yung sinasabi mo yung all the time for them.
yes, I
But
always have that
how will you
kind.
react in cases na what if yung mga lessons in life mo na sinishare mo sa kanila, it didn't happen kasi nga something happened na hindi napigilan. How would you react
The
to that one?
the thing is, no one is perfect. Everyone commit mistakes, and for as long as you are responsible enough with the act that you did,
Yeah.
and they're not doing something, it's a mistake already, and you're going to make
Yes.
another one, then
Another one.
that's absolutely wrong.
I
So
guess.
if it happens that mangyari yung ganyan, just be responsible with the act that you
Yeah.
committed, and then
Absolutely.
try to rise above it.
Yeah.
You just
Me.
have to palakasan mo yung loob mo, and for as long
Yeah.
as you have a good support system, I think
Yes.
ano,
Ito yung
it's
tinatawag
okay.
nilang ito yung tinatawag nilang you have to be accountable in every actions that you make. 'Di ba?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I totally
Kasi
agree.
yun naman lang yun importante, 'di ba? Once you are accountable to it, you can just do things, eh. The things that's going to follow on that one will be a responsibility. So if you're going to be accountable to it, then you can really sustain kung ano yung mga pagkakamali. You can always correct to that, and 'di ba? Na magawa ng
Mhm.
paraan because you are accountable to every actions. Sabi naman ng ating probinsyana Ilocana dito, inner peace is the new success. Time will heal. Totoo po yan, no? Time really, really heals. This is in relation doon sa kanina na topic natin na parang nahuli lang ata yung ano niya, yung
Mm.
pagkasabi ng ating probinsyana Ilocana. But really, Beb, in all honesty, pag sinabi naman nating dito in relation sa kanina na discussion ba, sabi kasi niya dito time will heal. Pero naman kasi if you are a person who cannot move on the aspect of kasi ang dami mong iniisip, you have to calm down and you have to forgive. Kasi when you forgive, this is not for the purpose of other person to be forgiven. Eh. Ito always ko talaga sinasabi nito. This is actually you forgive people because not they have sinned and they are entitled forgiveness. It is because you forgive them because you need inner peace. You need peace
Yes,
on yourself.
I
Diba?
totally agree. I couldn't agree more because that's also my approach every time there are people who wronged me.
Yeah.
I tend to be quiet and just try
Yes.
to forgive them for me to move forward and not be able to have those negative thoughts in my mind. So yun ang ginagawa ko it's for my own healing, not for them.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kasi why would you think of others first over than yourself? Hindi naman kasi tama yun eh. Kasi we always have to remember all the time that we cannot give what we don't have. 'Diba? Kung wala kang
Exactly.
mismong pagmamahal ng konti sa sarili mo, you cannot give a little something over others. Kasi wala ka namang
Mhm.
natitira pa, wala ka namang maiibigay, 'di ba? How can you give 1
Mhm.
peso if you don't even have 1 peso? Right? It's
Exactly.
the same concept as that. So, kailangan muna sarili, and when you have extra and when you have spare, then you can start putting that one for others, 'di
Mhm.
ba? Mas maganda yung ganun. And that's a big lesson for everyone, for everybody in here as well. Kasi hindi
Yeah.
naman porket 'di ba? Porket nagkakamali yung iba at tapos isipin mo patawarin ko siya kasi yun yung sabi ng yun yung sabi sa mga kaninununuan namin, 'di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng gano'n, 'di ba? Ay, kasi yun naman talaga eh. That's a Philippine culture. Let's admit it. Yun yung kultura, di ba? Yun yung kultura naman
Yes.
talaga natin, di ba?
Parang napapasa na siya as it goes along.
Oh, exactly. Tapos, mas ano, let's make everything more simple and not complicated. Alright? Beb,
Yeah.
ano muna tayo? Would you, I have I have invited a very very good friend who's living
Okay.
in Dubai right now. She's from Dubai and she's a lounge singer and a big hotel
Wow.
in Dubai. Yes, and I invited her to sing us 3 songs for us and for everybody here. This is just to serenade the night. Para naman, may breaker tayo and we can
I
enjoy a little, all right? I'd like to introduce also si Bisrak sa'yo, ha? So you could
Yes.
also get to know her. She's very, very nice. And, ayan. Bisrak, I'll bring you up na, ha? Sisi, are you ready? And guys, sa baba dyan, I have invited one singer here to sing us 3 songs for us tonight. Para breaker lang naman. And I hope you are going to enjoy it. Please help me welcome the one and only Bisrak. Ayan!
Hi, Sisi ko. Mega love shoutout sa lahat.
Shout
Yes.
out, Cici. And Cici, this rock vlog, I'd like to introduce you to Jethro Pai. And dito sa
Hello,
last
Biscuit Vlog.
Hi, Jetro pa. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
magchika
Mega
muna
mega
kayo
love
dyan.
shout out.
Yeah.
Mega love shout
Assalamualaikum.
out. Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum.
assalam.
Marunong
Salam,
kayo?
salam. Hindi, pero mostly pag nasa Muslim country, so yun lang yung way of respect ba?
Ah,
Okay.
kasi,
Yes,
kasi,
Assalamualaikum ala. Yes, yes, Belinda Crib. Hi, ma'am. Mega
kasi, ang,
shoutout.
kasi ang alam ko ano lang, babe, ang alam ko yung hamdulillah. Yun lang.
Yes, parang praise
Yes.
God or thanks God, di
Praise
ba?
God.
I am right? Yes, I am.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Ay, mega love shoutout sa ating mga kaibigang kakapasok lamang dyan. Brenda Crave, mega love shoutout to you. And Medsi Young, thank you so much. Alright, maraming salamat. Ayan. Guys, ibinababa po yan every 5 minutes yung bahay ni Bisrak, ha, if you wanted to make friends with her also. And she's going to serenade us tonight. I asked her to have 3 songs, prepare the 3 songs. Ayan, Beb, do you have a request na pwede mong, baka kaya naman ni Bisrak yung request. Do you have a special song or do you have a song that you really, really like? Baka kakayanin ni Bisrak.
What about It Might Be You?
Oh, ganda yan. Sige. Sisi,
Sure.
Bisrak, kaya? Saan
Sure,
banda
sure.
si Hershey? Tomodachi. Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu. May pinagsasabi ka, Nika?
Oo, kasi
Sisi ko.
may mga taga-Japan eh. May alam akong konti ng mga Japanese dyan, oh, di ba?
Babe, wiwi muna ako, babe, ah.
Ay, sige. Dalhin mo yung camera. Ay,
Anong gusto mo pang sumili?
sige, oo, pinawiwi ko nga. Sabi ko, dalhin mo yung camera. Oh, di ba? Ay,
Alam
parang-
mo, Sisi ko, pag ako
parang
yung
pa-
pag ako yung, pag nag-question ka sa akin, parang dinidiin mo ng dinidiin. Pero kung siya, pag nag-question ka, parang alanganin ka pa.
Ay, hindi kasi alam mo naman, basta kasi naman pag mga boys yung guest, reserved naman si Nika, di ba? Parang, oh my God, yung parang hindi malandi, di ba?
Ay, di, wow. Oh, di ba? Pag kami nilidiin mo.
Oo.
So, pag mga lalaki, back forward
hindi.
ka.
Mag-antay ka, Sisi, mag-antay ka kasi hindi pa tapos yung tanong ko. Mag-antay ka. Oo. Oo, mag-antay ka. Hindi pa ako
Sis.
tapos. Antayin mo mamaya yung mga tanong ko nga talagang lalabas yung mata mo sa mga tanong ko mamaya kay Jethro. Antayin mo yan.
Ah,
Antayin mo na ng konti. Tingnan mo.
is-
Inon niya. Alam mo ba kung bakit, alam mo ba kung anong reason tinanggal niya yung mic habang nakawiwi siya?
yes.
Kasi masyadong malakas ang boses nun. Ganon.
Alam mo, Nika, no? Wala na tayong puro
Hindi
ka lang kabulastugan.
kasi nga sabi ni Jethro kanina, yung height niya is 5'7". Ganon. So iniisip ko, habang nagwiwiwi siya, ang ingay. Kasi 7. Ganon, di ba? Masyadong maingay.
Kaya, pasensya na, hindi ko mag-gets yung mga 5'7".
Aga! Ayan. Sabi ng ating Provinciana, I love your segment topic. Maraming salamat, Sisi Provinciana Ilocana. Ayan, Brenda, tawan-tawa si Sisi Brenda, oh. Tawan-tawa
Kaya nga,
pag
di
kayo,
ba?
natatawa kayo sa mga 5'7" dyan, ah. Kasi tinatanong ko si Jetro kanina, ano bang height mo? Sabi niya, 5'7". Ganon. 7'5". Ganon. Sabi ko, talaga, magandang height yan. Di ba?
No comment. Ayoko nang
Balikan kita mamaya, tumulog kong Hershey. Ayan,
yes,
oo.
ayoko nang magsalita pa.
Sisi, nasabra mo yung
Yes.
It Must Be You?
Okay lang naman na kinakanta ko din naman yan sa
Oo,
Sikoy.
hindi kasi parang narinig ko siya na kinanta mo yan before. Narinig ko siya. Nagustuhan ko rin yung bali ng kanta mo. Gustong-gusto ko yung bali ng kanta mo doon. Oo.
Try ko lang to ha kung
Sige
ano.
ko. Oo, isagad. Beb, narinig mo yung sinabi ko?
Ah. Narinig ko, babe.
Sana all
So
babe.
yun. Oo, ha? Ano? Oh, nagrereklamo ka na may babe ako dito?
Wala ka, sana all babe. Wala akong sinasabi, hindi ako naglilikramo si Sikoy Nika. Wala akong sinasabi po. Sabi ko lang po, sana all my babe.
Oo, sana all. Oo. Kaya niya daw yung kaya niya yung favorite. Bakit ba? What is with the song that you like the most? Babe.
Yeah, I think it's very timely for what I've been experiencing now. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Tama. Oo.
somehow,
Maganda.
somehow,
May meaning. May meaning to. Sisi Bisrock, may
Yes.
meaning.
Pagpasensyahan mo na po ang aking pagkanta. Jetro Pie, yes. Basta bibigyan ko lang po siya ng justice, okay na yun. Charot.
Go tayo dyan. I like it. So that,
Sige.
para makapag break tayo dito. Para mas maganda yung hearing sa mga tanong ko mamaya kay Jetro.
Kasi kami ang kinakabahan sa mga tanong niya eh. Alam mo yun na, Jetro, kami ang kinakabahan sa mga tanong niya. Dahil tapos na ako, gumraduate na ako. Oh, yes. Last 3 days ago ba yan na si Sikoy?
Oh,
Diba?
mga more than 3 days ago. More than na yun. Yung lahat kasi dito siya galing, babe, tapos, nahatid ko siya dito under unveil na segment ko. During the unveil segment, talaga, para siyang naihi talaga, babe. Sa bawat tanong ko, gusto niyang umihi talaga.
Oh, di ba? Ganyan siya.
Oo.
Pag sa babae, pag sa lalaki, parang alanganin pa siya magtanong.
Oo, ay hindi, watch out. Hindi pa tapos. Ayan, to give us the first song to serenade us tonight. Please help me welcome Rock.
Yes. Hope you like it, guys. Again, nagkabigay lang shoutout sa baba ko. Yes. Alright, gonna be a song. Basta pang Bishop. Kung ito ba, wait lang, try ko nga. Wait lang si Kuya.
I love your topic segment, Mika. I feel like I relate for Oo, ang ganda, no? Oo, makaka-relate ka talaga dito. Oo. Kung gusto mo naman, Probinsyana Ilocana, if you wanted to have love topic issue, kasi I do that every Monday. Marupok Monday. So, only in Monday, I talk about Marupok Monday.
Yes, ganyan si Nika, charot. Yes, bigyan lang shout out na, di Morta Darbs. I've been passing time, watching trains go by. All of my life, lying on the sand, watching seabirds fly. Wishing there would be someone waiting home for me. Something's telling me it might be you, and it's telling me it might be you. All of my life, looking back as lovers go walking past. All of my life, wondering how to make and what makes it last. If I found a place, would I recognize her face? Something's telling me it might be you. Yeah, it's telling me it might be you. So many quiet ones to tell, so many dreams to make. I would so much love to make. I think we're gonna need some time. Maybe all we need is time. And it's telling me it might be you. Thank you sa pakulay dyan. Maybe it's you I've been waiting for all of my life. 7 love songs and lullabies, and there's so much more no one ever heard before. Something's telling me it might be you. Yeah, it's telling me it must be you. And I'm feeling it will just be you all of my life. It's here, it's here. I've been waiting for all of my life. Yeah, it's here, maybe it's here. I've been waiting for all of my life. Mids Yang, thank you so much po. Maraming salamat po. Yes, sir. Si Koy, where are you? Why are you hiding? Why both you are hiding?
Hindi, parang ang ganda pala. Parang gusto kong umiyak. Alam mo
Salamat sa
Wow.
pakulay. Salamat sa
Thank
pakulay.
you so much,
Salamat.
Jet. Parang gusto kong umiyak. Na-appreciate ko yung song ngayon lang. Ano ko siya
Grabe siya.
na-appreciate.
Yeah.
How did you,
Ang
how
ganda.
did,
Ang ganda
how
ng
did,
version. Ang ganda ng version niya. Very, very,
Salamat.
very
nabalik, di ba?
heartfelt. Very
Oo,
heartfelt.
kasi, yeah, di ba? Kasi magaling siya magbali talaga. Pag narinig mo yung mga kanta niya, binabali niya talaga most of the time. She owns the song. Sa maganda,
Yes.
di ba?
Yes.
Salamat sa
I love it.
pag-appreciate.
I love it. Parang gusto ko lang umiyak ngayon na.
Hoy, sis Koy. Hindi tayo heartbroken, ha?
Parang may pinagdaanan ka ba, babe?
Wala
Oo
naman.
nga.
Wala naman. Ano lang, yung anong, alam mo yung you get to hear some songs that you don't even know why, but you are related. The song is relatable. And you just don't know why. You know? Alam mo naman.
Oo,
Ang ganda.
ano. Parang
Yung mga experience natin sa buhay.
kumukonek ka doon si Koy, di ba? Charot. Mga
Parang
ganun,
nakukunik
di ba?
ako doon, parang may kuryente, ganun. Okay, let's move on to the second song of Sisi.
He's one of my favorite song,
Yes.
si Koy.
Go.
Kay Lady Gaga. And hope you like it, guys.
Oh. We will.
Ayun, thank you so much po. Maraming salamat sa nagpakulay. Jedro pa. Thank you so much. The harassing side burning in your eyes. You look at me and baby, wanna catch the fire. It's burning in my soul like California gold. You found a light in me that I couldn't find. So when I alter cover, I can find the words. Every time I say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the bands won't play, and I always remember us this way. Mijiang, thank you so much. Love was in the night when I turn around. We don't know how to ride, but damn we try. But all I really know is where I wanna go. It's a part of me that you will never die. So when I alter come back and find the words, every time I say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the bands won't play, and I always remember us this way. Oh yeah. And I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. So when I ought to come back and find us, every time I say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the bands won't play, and I always remember us this way, this way. When you look at me and I hold the fight, and I always remember us this way. Yes, that's a song by Lady Gaga.
Impressive.
Wow!
How do you find it?
Thank you
How do you
so
find it,
much.
Ted?
Galing,
Did you like it?
galing. Wow! Ang ganda
Salamat
ng
po.
version niya.
Salamat,
Did you like
salamat
it?
ng marami.
Yeah, tagus, 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 tagus.
Tagos. Wait lang si Kay, kuha mo na ako ng tubig, ha?
Sure. Before we're going to hit the last song for this rock, ayan, paano muna
Giling-giling ng
natin?
ano
How do you
niya.
find it? How do you when you listen to the song, may do you have anything in mind na naglalaro?
Yeah. I was thinking of you, babe.
Oh, shit, ground. Parang parang gusto kong ano,
Agoy.
parang alam mo yung feeling na gusto ko uminom ng madaming tubig, babe.
Agoy. Yung maraming ice, yung pati ice, lumukin mo.
Iligo na lang. Ay, mega love shoutout sa kakapasok lang natin kaibigan dyan. Prince! Sabi niya,
Prince,
hi.
mega love shout out.
Si Prince. Nandito si Prince. Maraming salamat. Tawan-tawa sila,
Asan-
Beb, oh.
Asan si Princess? Asan si Princess?
Oo nga, Prince, where is Princess? Do you have any idea? Kasi ang haba ng hair mo, palangging. O nga, naapakan ko eh.
Sana all mabang hair.
Alright. Diba? Any last song, Jet? Babe, any last song you wanted to request for Bisrak? Or kung kakayanin niya, before she's going to hit the last song that I requested for her. Kasi marami pa rin niyang pupuntahan eh.
Yeah, okay. Kahit ano na. Okay na ako, babe.
Sige.
Okay na ako dun sa It Might Be You.
Alright, okay. Sisi, guys, this is going to be the last song for Bisrak for tonight, and I hope you are going to enjoy. Yung bahay po ni Bisrak binababayan ni Nightbot ha, every 5 minutes po yan. Bisrak vlog, please connect to her, and then let's have the last song para naman malugaw ko na to si Jetro. Malapit ko nang lugawin to.
Lugaw. Lugawin mo na, ha? Mag-aabang kami sa baba.
Lugawan ako, babe.
Lagi. I know. Bisaya. Bisrak, si Jetro is Bisaya. He's from Cebu.
Agoy, ginoo ko. Di rin pwede mabaligya.
Dili ni pwede mo balik. Pwede Bisayaan eh.
Lagi. Unsa man imo sa sikoy ka nang medyo kuanta, medyo malipayon or
Asa man? Ayun na, kanilang pang-patay kasing-kasing.
kasing. Hi. Kani siya ginahan, gini siya pampatay sa kasing-kasing ay.
Yung mga Tagalog. Maybe,
Akin ka na lang, gusto mo ba yun? Yung paborito mo? Or ano pa ba?
yung
Babayan na lang?
siya ba o ako? Ano yung tawag doon? Mahal. Ano ba yun?
Mahal ko. Agoy, paborito lagi na nimo ay.
Casey Tandingan? Maybe.
Grabe ka.
Pwede ba yan? Okay ka lang doon, Deb?
Mahal
For the
ko.
last song?
O mahal ako, ganon.
Yeah, for the last song. Okay. Ayan. Hello, Jethro. I meet you in Ma'am Ana Kago. Oo, galing yan doon. Saan yan?
Yes, Nard.
Hello, Jovis.
Salamat.
PNB Vlogs.
PNB Vlogs. Yes, lalabs.
Mega shout out, Jovi.
Yeah. Tirahin mo na yan.
Alright. Here's my last song, guys. Again, thank you so much, Sisi Koy. Talagang pinakyat mo talaga ako, ha? Hindi lang kita mahindian, eh. Alright, so mga...
Babe, isipin mo to, babe. I-feel mo tong kanta, babe.
Dalawa kayo sa buhay ko at ngayon ako ay kailangan ng mamili. Isa lang ang maaari. Alam mo, narito ako lagi para sa'yo. Mahal kita ng labis, ngunit ibang yung nais. At siya'y narito, alay sa'kin ang wagas na pag-ibig. Langit lito. Sino ang iibigin ko? Ikaw ba na pangarap ko? O siya bang kumakatok sa puso ko? Anong maiiralin ko isipa lito, lito. Sinong pipiliin ko? Mahal ko o mahal ako? Agay kasakit. Kahit di ako mahal mo mananatili ako sa'yo. At baka matutunan mo rin na ako'y iyong ibigin. At sariyang sa'y tapat, baka sakaling pagdaan ng araw, matutunan ko rin ang ibigin siya. Sino ang iibigin ko? Ikaw ba na pangarap ko? O siya bang kumakatok sa puso ko? Ano ba iiralin ko? Isipa o ang puso ko? Nalilitong, litong, litong, litong. Sinong pipiliin ko? Ang nais ko ay maranasan ang umibig at masukli ang ginang pag-ibig. Sino ang iibigin ko? Ikaw ba na pangarap ko? O siya ba? Ano ba iiralin ko? Isipa o ang puso ko? Nalilitong, litong, 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 litong. Sinong pipiliin ko? Mahal ko o mahal ako? Ang sakit? Ang hirap naman nun. Yes, Kim Palmar, may kami ka love shoutout. Again, Jetro Pai. Yes, thank you, thank you. It was nice to meet you, Jetro Pai. Yes.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Maraming salamat. That was
Idol.
Best Vlogs. Alright.
Sige
Sa
po.
inyo pagkikitan, pinababa po yan ni Nightbot until the end of the segment. Maraming
Yes,
salamat.
Jetro.
So, Sisi, thank you so much once again.
Isa lang masasabi ko sa'yo, Jetro, ha? Hold on. Kumawa ka sa lahat. Hawakan mo na lahat. Makikinig kami sa baba at alam mo na sinika. Sos, ginoo ko. Sisikoy, babush!
Maraming salamat, Sisi. See you once
Yes.
again next time around. Maraming salamat.
Yes,
Galing
bye-bye.
na, carried away. What is it? Ano sabi mo? Oy, naghang si Jethro. Ayun.
Internet ko.
Oh, what happened? Di ba, you are in Bahrain. Your internet is supposed to
I'm
be...
struggling with my connection, babe.
Uy, what happened? Oy. Oo nga, halata nga. You're frozen already.
I'm struggling with my connection.
Yeah, I can see that. Ngayon lang yan nangyayari. Is it normal or hindi naman? Oh, wala talaga. Ayan. Try mo daw, babe, i-refresh mo. Then you can come back in here. Tignan natin kung you're moving again.
Ang hina ng internet ko, babe. Nagdalag ako. Nagdalag ba ako dyan?
A little bit. Oo nga, kanina malakas, but this time around, nagano siya, humina siya. I'm not so sure what happened. Bakit mahina yung net nyo? Nasa Bahrain ka naman, di ba?
Yes.
Parang-
Ano talaga,
parang
nagdalag siya.
Oh, parang it's weird na you are from Bahrain, you are in Bahrain, and your internet is functioning like in the Philippines. Alam mo yun? Ganun nga. Oo, ayan, moving forward. That was Biz Rock.
Nakakainis. Okay.
Oo,
So, okay
pero
na?
naririnig mo. Okay na, naririnig naman kita so far.
Yeah, ang galing-galing niya. Galing-galing niya, babe.
Ang galing no, di ba? Sabi ko
Yeah.
sa'yo eh. Oo, galing eh. Ano talaga,
Yeah,
yung pangbiritan talaga.
Grabe.
Di ba? Galing no? One of a kind. Sabi ko
Yes.
nga sa'yo eh. One of a kind yun. Alam mo naman, gusto
Yes.
natin mga one of a kind.
Basta one of a kind. Yes.
Aya, ayan. Ayan,
Okay.
moving forward, let's go back to the main topic that we have in here. Para naman madugtungan natin, let's just have, parang break lang naman natin yan. And let's move forward to the next, to the next round of Jetro Pie. Di ba? May
The
mga,
crowd.
may
Hey,
nalalaman
bring
pa
it
tayong
on.
ganyan. But if let me ask you about your channel. Your channel is featuring on a specific specific content, or do
Niche.
you have it's a mixture of everything? What is your channel focusing on?
Uh, okay, my channel is more on breaking gender stereotypes with men's grooming. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I believe, and when it comes to grooming, men's grooming, there should be no gender. So
yeah,
man can try different things in when grooming, because nobody wants to have a boyfriend that stinks a lot, who doesn't know how to
yes,
put on your clothes together and things like that. So most of my contents are falling in that category. So
yes,
men's grooming, about most of that. Gano'n
yeah.
talaga. Gano'n yung
Yung
ano,
parang,
kasi that's me.
yes,
That's me.
ano yung
The whole
parang,
the whole entity is
yes. Yun yung nag-focus more on the aspect nung hindi talaga yung breaking away the concept of man can only wear one thing. 'Di ba?
yeah, parang gano'n,
Ah,
yeah.
kasi the most common concept naman talaga, if kasi pag lalaki dapat ganito ka lang, simple ka lang, ganito ka lang, ganyan ka lang, mabaho lang yung kilikili mo, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. Parang
Yeah, but
it's so unfair naman sa lalaki, 'di ba? Tapos ang yung mga babae, oh my God, kakadiri naman 'tong mga lalaki, amoy putok palagi. O, 'di ba?
yeah,
Yung
because
parang,
it's parang napaka uh, unfair minsan na when
yes,
guys try to do things na ganito, iba yung perception ng ibang tao. And then when, like, for example, here in the Middle East, when you do when you do your eyebrows,
yeah,
it's a normal thing here. It's very
yes,
manly here to
yes.
do that, because it's part of their grooming routine, to have like
Oh,
very ano na eyebrows
yung
or
parang,
beard.
yung parang,
It's very
yes.
dapat match siya sa eyebrows, ganyan. So
Oh,
it's unfair for some countries na medyo yung thinking is a bit different pa rin hanggang ngayon,
yes,
na it should be normal. It should be normal in a way that men should be taking care of themselves, regardless of what he wants to try. For as long as
yes,
he's pampering himself, or trying to
yes.
be more of like parang self-respect in a way
Mhm.
that I want to look good, I want to feel good by doing that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my
Kasi
channel is all about
very, very good. I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen, parang hindi masyadong madami yung nagko-content ng ganyan, no? Wala pa
hmm,
masyado. And mas maganda. That's I think something to look forward for. To look forward to for men also, kasi para they need to open up their mind that there are new things that are pretty good to try. And pretty good to
hmm.
explore, di ba? Hindi lang yung
Yes,
puro
exactly.
hindi lang yung puro yung ibang side na of the man. So, try new things and experiment, and because that is the new na ngayon kasi it's 2021. My goodness, wala na yung 19 forgotten, di ba?
Yes. So you need to take
Oo.
care of yourself. I mean, try things. There's no
Oo.
there's no such thing as gender when it comes to taking care of yourself.
Ano naman yung let me ask, yung opinions ng mga babae dito. Do you like your men to be the typical old concept of men na yung hindi naglilinis, hindi talaga nag-aayos, or ano yung concept? Medsi Juan, yung mga babae natin dito, how do you see the ng mga lalaki na nag-groom talaga, yung talagang nag-aano sa sarili, and they're adapting the new ways of metrosexual? Do you consider yourself as metrosexual or not?
I do. I do.
Ah,
I do
there you
consider
go.
myself as a metrosexual.
Yes. Kasi that's a label, 'di ba? That's a label for
Mm,
one for a man to yung parang maalaga sa sarili, 'di ba? Mas maganda
mm.
nga yun eh. Maganda nga yun kasi amoy amoy baby cologne palagi. O alam mo yun, pag hinalikan yung, kasi pag sa mga babae kasi, pag hinalikan yung lalaki, maganda kasi yung pag masabi after, amoy baby cologne, hindi yung amoy gasolina.
Yeah,
Alam mo
I'm very,
yun?
ano,
Di ba?
even sa, ano, ko, even sa, uh, kasi even sa body ko, very, I want that area, especially that groin area. I want that to be
Yes,
very
yes.
well groomed.
Oh,
That area
talaga.
there,
So the
yeah.
groin area
I
smells
want,
really, so your groins really smells good.
yes. Yeah,
Natatawa talaga
so,
ako.
or the crotch area is really good.
Oh my goodness. Viv, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Ako,
because I want that self-respect not just para din sa partner mo or sa ano mo na
totoo,
oh my god,
totoo.
parang
Ah,
ano siya,
ah,
parang
hindi,
magme-make love kayo tapos ganyan ka, magme-make
yeah.
love kayo ng partner mo
Oo,
tapos you're not even preparing for yourself to be at least
ah,
naman, 'di ba? At least
tas,
ka ano-ano ka naman, ka sarap
tapos
sarap kang ikadol.
agad! Hindi yung nangangamoy ipis, 'di ba? Para
Oo.
nakakadiri naman kasi yung uy, ba't amoy ipis? 'Di ba?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's really disgusting, 'di ba? My
Nakaka
good.
nakaka Nakaka-turn off kaya yung madumi ang kuko,
Oo, para nakakadiri, 'di ba? Team
tapos hindi
mabango, sabi ni Nico. Oo. Nico sa
tapos
Japan,
hindi
team
nagba-brush ng
mabango.
teeth,
Ew, gosh.
unhygienic masyado, yuck. So that's
Oo
some
nga,
my channel is all about that.
all
Pero
about it.
now
Men's grooming.
medyo medyo lazy ako na mag-upload ng content.
Huwag ka kasi
Tinatamad.
mag-lazy-lazy. Wala ka madami mo namang meron ka naman you have a lot of free time like kasi 'di ba you are your job right now is just everything is online, right?
Yes, online.
Oo. Pati ano mo, pati lahat-lahat ng online na lahat, 'di ba? Hindi ka na
Yes.
lumalabas. Do you still go out?
On online, even sa mga groceries online na din kasi bawal kaming lumabas.
Ay talaga? Until now?
Hmm. Online yung
Hmm.
sa ano, groceries, online yung mga food,
Mag
yeah,
so mag
mostly.
God, so everything. Oh, nice to see you,
Hoy!
Poy.
Bash!
Ah,
Mega love shoutout, Bash Sam! Mega love
Dinig
shoutout,
na.
Steven Monte Carlo!
Oo.
Mega love shoutout,
Oo,
Bash!
si Basyang.
Si Bash Sam.
Oo nga. Ngayon ko lang na gets yung Poy. Sabi ko, okay ka. Ano pala? Sa movie, di ba? This is from the movie, right? Oo.
Ah,
Kaya, unstuff. And ito
yes,
yung
yes, babe. From the movie.
yeah. So that was it. How do you see your channel how do you see your channel in moving forward? Do you have any plans of
Well,
improving it or making it more
I,
consistent?
well, I'm planning if I'm gonna be settling down, I'm gonna involve my family.
Yes, very
So
true.
probably it's somehow there's gonna be a little changes because there's gonna be another characters in the family. Though the title of my vlog is The Life of Pi, which is
Yeah.
my last name.
Oh,
Pi is my last name. Pi is my last
is
name.
that
So
is that your last name? Really?
that's my last name as per my birth certificate.
All right. Okay.
That's my father's last name talaga.
All right. All right.
So yeah.
Akala ko talaga it's just a whitey name.
No, that's my real name. That's Jethro
All
Pi is
right.
my real name.
Oh, all right.
Yan talaga.
Sige.
talaga.
Uh,
Yan
so
talaga ang
so
need.
moving forward, your channel featuring a little twist about the upcoming family member and stuff.
Yes.
So
Magiging
yun
gano'n
yun.
na, magiging gano'n yung dynamic. So, magiging iba na siya.
Ah,
No, there's a little insertion of the one I started na gano'n siya. So, may incorporate ko na lang yung sa gano'n na part.
oh. Maganda moving forward. Kasi parang there will be a lot another twist on it rather than
Yes.
kasi 'di ba merong nagbago sa iyo because you have your family already, and then so there
Mm.
will be that one will be injected to the new dynamic of the channel. I think that is
Yes.
really something to look forward as well. And oo, talaga totoo para may bago na naman. May bago na naman na pakulo si Jetro Pie, 'di ba?
Mm.
Next question. What is your ideal relationship?
My ideal relationship, gusto ko yung relax lang, yung walang masyadong toxic na vibe.
Yes.
Gusto ko yung relax, gusto ko yung may reciprocity between us, like give and take talaga yung because that's very important when it comes to relationship.
Yes.
It can't be hindi siya magwo-work kung one-sided lang siya. So reciprocity, I think in any kind of relationship, it could be a friendship or it could be a romantic type of
Yes.
relationship. Reciprocity is very very important. So I want to have that, and also I want to have like yung parang walang masyadong expectation na you should be like this, you should be like that. It's like random, but there's respect in between.
Yes. Yung the respect
Yeah.
na nangyayari siya on the process, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes. Gusto ko yung ganun. Parang chill siya, pero ano siya, parang seryoso pero chill siya.
Yeah,
Wala masyadong drama.
yung parang the responsibility is there na you take the responsibility but you are also acting like let's just like good friends
Adults.
na parang,
Yes.
adults and good friends na even if medyo mabigat yung mga responsibilities that you both are handling, but you are still enjoying each moment like you are playing, di ba?
Yes,
Yun
exactly.
yung gusto mo.
I agree.
Yun yung gusto mo.
Yes, ganun
Yung
yung gusto kong
nakakapag-usap naman. Yung
Mhm.
nakakapag-usap naman kayo, not just kasi how do you take the relationship yung puro ano lang, yung purong biga lang, yung purong love making lang and all that. Yun
No,
ba?
for me,
Does it work for you?
babe, it's not for me because that part, like lustful kind of, when
Yes,
you
a
start that
relationship.
kind of, because let's be honest, it will fade.
Yes,
Not
definitely.
not all the time. You're
Yes.
into that. You're not into that,
Yes.
and as time goes, it's more of like companionship,
Yes.
and nawawala na yung
Totoo.
part na yan. So mostly
Totoo.
it's companionship na lang yung nangyayari. So I think if I want to have a relationship, I don't want to base it on yung sexual attraction, sexual ano. Though it's important, but it's not that important.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yung kasi it has a certain limit lang. Na
Mhm.
nag-work yung lastful feeling. Di ba?
Yes, exactly. So I don't want to have like parang yung foundation is ganun. Ayoko ng ganung foundation based on that. Gusto ko yung foundation is friendship at very yung mind, then yung intellectual part is very,
Yes.
alam mo yun,
Yes.
magkakatugma, yung wavelength
Totoo.
na
Very
sinasabi mo is very important, 'di ba? So
Yes.
that's one factor that needs to be considered also.
Yes. And it matters a lot, actually. It matters a lot kasi doon kayo nagkakaintindihan
Exactly.
'Di ba?
Yeah.
You can do even more things kapag marami kayong naiintindihan sa bawat isa sa inyo, and you can just make one conversation to last for an hour. Isang halimbawa noodles, 'di ba? Ay ito kasi yung hindi common na nangyayari but to some it does happen, and it's like magic na kapag sinabi nung isa noodles, and you can make a conversation out of noodles for an hour na nagtatawanan kayo because 'di ba? The chemistry
Yeah.
is just there, 'di
There.
ba? It's there,
Yes.
the spark, all these things na hindi naman na naiisip ng isa na tapos after niya naiisip mo din and you can both
Mm.
just talk and talk
Yeah.
and talk no matter what, 'di ba? Eh
Exactly.
napakaganda. It's a good thing, 'di ba? Yun yung pinakamaganda talaga sa relationship that you can talk. Kasi pag hindi
Yeah,
kayo
because
nakakapag-usap,
if one person is only yung parang parang walang masyadong, let's be honest, communication in a relationship is very very important. And then if the
so
other one
much,
is hindi
so much.
masyadong medyo nagkakaroon ng hindi masyadong expressive or hindi masyadong medyo nagkakaano kasi minsan yung isa binabasa na lang yung isa based on the actions or based on the sometimes at saka hindi ka naman manghuhula, hindi baka mali din
Yeah,
yung interpretation mo.
definitely.
So, right? So it's very important talaga na pareho kayong nagmi-meet na nagkaano kayo ng wavelength din yung pareho kayong
Exactly. Absolutely. That I think lahat ng tao, or at least 98% of the population would agree to that kind of relationship kasi yun yung pinaka vital naman talaga, no? Very vital talaga.
Yes.
Na nakakapag-usap kayo and the communication happens not just yung one aspect of topic. Yung the communication happens naturally na lumalabas talaga siya without even considering
Yes.
another things.
Parang
Right?
parang innate na sa inyong dalawa yung ganung kind of connection.
Diretso.
Nandun na sa inyo talaga.
Oo. Na hindi mo na siya pwedeng tanggalin kasi it's already
Mhm.
there. Diba?
Yes.
Yun. I totally agree with that as well. Napakaganda yung type of relationship na ganyan, no? And then
Yeah.
sana ganun din naman talaga lahat, no? Pero of course, nobody's perfect. Hindi naman pwede eh. Kaya nga always naman talaga if you find someone like that na alam mo na, you go with it. Alam mo yung wag mo nang pakawalan kasi ang hirap hanapin yung mga ganyan, 'di ba? You know what I
Yes.
mean? Ang
Yes,
hirap.
exactly.
Oo. Ang hirap. Sabi ng ating lady shy dito, true, 21 years of marriage here. Communication and understanding is the secret. There, absolutely.
Yes.
21
Yes.
years of marriage.
21 years. So that's living proof already that it really does matter na may ganyan.
And this one pa, kasi Lady Shy is from Norway, and this one pa, meron pa tong communication barrier. Kasi nga, di ba, Philippines, ibang lingwahe, tapos,
culture is different.
Culture is different, and considering the yung 21 years of being married, ang hirap nun. Ang tagal, di ba? So, how did it went so long? You know, the secret of, di ba? So, it does.
Understanding and communication.
Yeah. And kasi communication, it has to be, alam nyo talaga that you can communicate well in any aspect, not just verbal communication, but yung deeper than verbal communication. Non-verbal acts is also very, very important.
But I have a question for you, babe. Yes. What's your love language?
Okay, expound more on the love language. Non-verbal, verbal.
Verbal, non-verbal.
Non-verbal. Gusto mo talaga. And then, my non-verbal, my non-verbal talaga. My non-verbal, my non-verbal is, sandali lang ha, kailangan ko to kasi I have, isa lang.
Yeah, isa is okay.
Isa is okay. My non-verbal talaga is, my non-verbal love communication is, touch.
Touch. Gusto mo yung touch, non-verbal. Ako din, gusto ko yung hinahag.
Hug, touch. Anything that touches. Anything that touches.
Kasi kaya mas gusto kong cuddle. Nagka-cuddle.
Yes.
Doing that to me. It's more of like Netflix and chill, then conversation after during that. It's very very nice.
Kasi babe, nararamdaman, I always believe on the power of touch Kasi you can feel what is the intention of the person through touch.
Yes.
because the sensitivity of human feeling, you can always feel that one through touch. You can never lie. You can't lie. You know if the touch is lustful. You know that the touch is love, and you know that the
Respectful.
touch is care. Alam mo
Yes.
yon, malalaman mo siya through that
Malalaman
So,
mo siya.
yeah, malalaman mo siya through that. So that's why I'm a believer on that. So for me, my non-verbal love action, ano talaga is through touch
Touch.
talaga. It's either
Same.
cuddle,
Same
yeah,
tayo.
yes. Maganda kasi siya. I feel also very comfortable on that. It's a
Mhm.
non-verbal act na walang kahit hindi mo
Mm.
sinasabi, labas lang
Mm.
siya. Alam mo yung ganun na, yun na yun.
Natural siyang lalabas.
Oo. Yes.
Yes.
Talaga. And it's very satisfactory. It's very satisfactory.
Yes.
Napaka-satisfactory talaga, di ba? Do you agree with
Parang
me on
parang
that?
you don't have to say a word, but the act
Yeah.
itself is telling you already what it means.
Yes. Yes. That's it. Kaya walang
Yeah.
walang I love you, walang I miss you, no nothing, but you feel it. Di ba? You felt it.
Yes. Ramdam na
Ito
ramdam
yung
mo.
ibig sabihin. Oo, ramdam na. Which is very, very nice. Napakaganda na, napakagandang feeling on that one. Ayun,
Yeah.
I'll move forward. Dito naman tayo sa next natin. Pag may tanong ka, let me know ha. Do you have other
Yes.
questions aside from that?
No, that's it. I was
Alright,
just
sige.
curious about your take about
Oo,
dun sa non-verbal na ano,
hindi.
the
Maganda
love
nga
language.
kasi, maganda siya kasi out of the blue, natanong mo ba? Tapos sabi ko, mas
Um,
maganda siya kasi hindi iniisip man. Yung alam mo yung, it's not really formative, but, lumabas siya ba? So, the question is very natural. Di
mm,
ba? Oo.
yes.
Ito may tanong ako sa'yo. So, ano ang madalas mong ginagamit? Dila o kamay?
For now, since I'm lockdown,
Forgive my question.
since lockdown naman ngayon, mostly kamay muna.
Congratulations!
So for now, Kamayan Festival muna. So
Oo.
wala munang so yun lang muna.
Welcome to Kamayan Festival.
Yes.
Press 1. Press 1
So
for thumb. Alam mo yan?
Kamayan lang muna. Sabi ni Nico sabay.
Asama?
Kasi si Nico, kasama niya yung wife niya. Kasama niya yung wife niya.
Saan?
Sa
Nasa
Japan.
Japan silang dalawa.
Kasama niya. So, gamit na gamit si Nico ngayon. Overuse na yan si Nico.
Puro sila. Puro sila Filipino. Puro sila Filipino.
His wife is Japanese.
Oh, arigato. Ganon talaga.
Oo, ganun. Ganun din.
Ang ingay si arigato. Oo, pero talagang parang did you have any chance of having like finding someone na hindi naman hindi Filipino? Yung parang taga dyan.
Yeah, my Vietnamese akong ex-girlfriend.
Hindi. Okay. How was it dealing with different culture? How do you find it?
Somehow it's not that only the language because Vietnam and Philippines are a little similar when it comes to the culture. Medyo pero pareho ng But yung language niya kasi nahirapan na siyang magsalita. Medyo hindi siya ganoon ka-articulate, hindi siya ganoon ka medyo naiintindihan ko naman, but medyo siya na kasi ang mga Vietnamese medyo ngungu.
Oo, alam ko 'yon. Alam ko 'yon kasi naririnig ko sila eh. Iba sila it's different.
Yeah.
Parehas they have similar. Oh, ang ganda.
Yeah.
Ang ganda. Pero parang Filipina, no? She looks like a Filipina
yeah.
kasi Asian nga, 'di ba? Kasi Asian naman.
Mukha siyang hindi siya mukhang Vietnamese, actually mukha siyang Filipina.
Oo nga eh. Kaya nga sabi ko, mukhang Filipina. Kasi naman, Asian din naman eh, di ba? So,
Oo.
meron talagang konting similarity. O nga, Pinay
Oh,
nga.
meron
Pinay nga.
Pinay beauty talaga siya, babe, kasi hindi siya kahit nagpunta kami sa Kala hindi siya napagkakamalan siyang Pinoy kasi tinatagalog siya.
Ay, talaga.
Binibisaya pala.
Talaga.
Binibisaya siya.
Talaga. Nagag
Binibisaya siya.
talaga. Sabi ni Miss Rock,
Pero
nang
marunong siya mag-English. It's just that the native tongue, of course,
SVN.
normal naman
Yeah,
yun sa native tongue, hindi talaga mahirap siyang i-correct minsan, right? So,
yeah.
marunong siya mag-English, very siya, pero hindi ganun ka on point.
Yes. I get it. There are
Meron,
still accents.
meron pa rin touch of Vietnamese way of
Yes, I know. I feel it.
Mm.
Naiintindihan ko kasi meron katulad ng Thai, di ba? Naririnig mo yung
Oo.
mga Thai nagsasalita ng English, you'd know. And also, if it is like an Indian na nag-i-English yung Indian, you'd know that there is a touch.
The accent,
The
the tonality
accent
of the voice, the
Yes.
enunciation of the words are specific,
Yeah,
like the R and the L, how they pronounce it.
Absolutely.
Madidetermine mo agad yung
Yeah. Understandable. And then sabi ni Bisrak dito, ano sabi ni Bisrak? Sandali lang, Bema. Sabi ni Bisrak, nanluod daw si Nard ni mo si Sikoy. Wala daw ni mo. Uy, hindi ha. Nards, mega love shoutout, Nards. Nandito ba si Nards? Hindi ko nakita. But anyhow, Nards, mag-type ka nga ulit dyan. Oo, ang dami kasi, na-busy kasi sa chika. So, ayan, mag-type ka ulit dyan para ma-mention naman kita. Anyhow, oo. So, yun. Oo. Naririnig mo pa ba ako? Kasi you are frozen already. Ayan, na-frozen na pala. Na-frozen ka, Bev. I don't know. I don't know if you can still hear me, but if you can, mag-refresh ka muna dyan. Ayan, Sisi Koy, hindi ko narinig. Bisrak, hindi ko narinig. Hindi ko nakita si Nards. Did he came in earlier? Kasi parang hindi ko nakita si Nards. Baka wala naman kasi sinasabi si Nards, kaya hindi ko talaga makita, di ba?
Hindi mo siya napansin, babe. Nabis na
Hindi na-busy siguro. Na-busy siguro masyado.
Baka hindi mo siya napansin, hindi mo siya nakita. Hello, Nard. Mega love shoutout to you dyan. Mega love shoutout.
Yeah. Oo.
Huwag naman
Sorry,
tampo.
Nard.
Ikaw lang naman love ni babe.
Oo. And then si Nards, yun yung suitor ni Bizrak.
Okay. Kaya pala nagko-communicate sila.
Oo, kaya sila yung nagko-communicate kasi si Nards is the suitor of Bizrak. Yun,
Yes
di
po,
ba?
andyan po si Sikoy. Andyan daw siya.
Nards, mega love shoutout to you, Nards. Ayan, ang ating isa namang
Kita Nards mamaya.
vocalist, male vocalist naman natin dyan, si Nards. Banda rito, banda roon.
Pag mga Bisaya dyan, babe, nun, indot yung nagtingog. Murag ako ra siguro ng Bisaya nga di ka balo mo kanta.
Dili, ako di makukuha mo kanta. Mayroon kumugunit ng microphone, babe. Pero hindi ko
babe, kabalo ba ka? Dako kaya akong microphone? Pang podcast
sige,
na ako microphone.
Let me see. Oh my God, babe. Oh my God. Hoy, nadakuha na. Oo ka.
Oh yeah, pang podcast na. So even if layo ko, very distinct yung voice.
Yeah, that's very true. The right now, you're using that one or hindi na?
Yeah, I'm using it right now.
That's why. Kasi the tone of the voice is still very modulated kahit hindi siya malapit, di ba?
Oo. Kahit na nandito na ako. Kaya binili ko siya kasi hindi tulad na itong isa, kailangan mo magaganyan.
Oo nga ayoko masyado. Alam mo the worst thing that ever happened to me on this one, which is happening all the time, when I keep on talking at hindi ko nalalaman, pumapasok siya sa bibig ko.
Nakaka-stress tong minsan yung malaking ganito. Yung mic na to kasi kailangan mong lumapit sa kanya. Ito kasi wala pang podcast talaga siya.
Which is, ang lakas ng pick-up niya, pero pricing-wise, it is also a bit higher, right?
Yeah, it's a bit pricey.
Oo, parang dun kita nakita una, Beb. Nung nagsasalita ka, I don't know which channel was that one, but probably yun yung buhay pa yung isang paper doll. Yun yung hindi pa reunited. I think I
Ah,
saw you in there talking about your microphone and where you ordered it. I think that was the time I
ah,
first saw it. But it was just a
mm,
passing time. I think that
mm,
was the one. And now I remember. Now it's flashing back. Oo,
mm.
na ano ka na. Sabi ni Bisrak, "Hoy, pakataka lang kag dihag yama-yama ni ka." BF na ako ni Bisrak, "Hoy, dugay ra." Sige.
Wow!
Congratulations nga pala Nard and Bisrak na nagkarelasyon
Congratulations,
na kayo. May
guys.
namumuong bukol na. May namumuong bukol naman talaga din sa dalawang yan. Oo. Oo. Pareho kasi yan sila, Beb. Andyan pa rin sila sa mga lugar ng mga tigang. Diyan sa inyo. Di ba, nandyan si Bizrak is in Dubai, si Nards is in KSA ata, Saudi Arabia.
Mhm. Ako
So
nasa Bahrain.
nasa Bahrain ka naman. So
Mas
medyo
malapit sa akin kasi nasa ano siya, nasa Saudi lang. Bridge
malap
lang yung ano.
talaga.
Mm.
Ano yung klaseng bridge na yan? Over troubled water?
Puwede ka lang mag-ano, pero kailangan mo ng passport at saka yung visa.
Okay. Kasi boundary.
Boundary, parang gano'n lang.
Alright. Yawa, oy. Pataka ra na
Mm.
siya og yama-yama. Hindi. Talaga? So, pero different, you have a different, ano, di ba? You have a different currency. Right? Kasi
Yes, we have in Bahrain, it's dinar.
dinar, yeah. Tapos
Dinar in Bahrain.
real. Very real,
Riyal.
di ba?
Saudi
Riyal
riyal
and
and sa ano din ata, riyal din ata
sa Dubai.
sa Dubai.
Pero mas malaki ata yung palitan sa dinar, di ba?
Yeah, mas malaki ang sa dinar.
Yeah.
Mas malaki
Mas
base.
kasi Bahrain different eh. Malaki talaga yung palitan sa
Mm.
dinar.
Mm.
Mas ano yun, mas advantage yan for, madami ba? Can I ask kung madami ba yung ano? Marami bang Filipino in Bahrain or hindi?
Bahrain? Yes, ang dami babe, my God, ang dami para ng Pilipinas. Parang Pilipinas.
Talaga? As in? Yeah, I didn't realize.
Especially sa Jufair at saka sa asang area yan. Kasi ako nasa Seaf area ako eh. So, Seaf area, kumbaga, kung i-compare mo siya sa atin, parang nasa Makati, BGC, ganyan. Mga,
Okay. Doon kasi medyo socialite area.
maano na area.
I get it.
So,
So ganun pala yun. Mahal ang ano dyan. How is the rental for yung apartments in there? Flat.
Kasi provided ng company eh.
So you can
two-bedroom apartment provided by the company.
Wala namang problema pala. Kasi you can't feel it kasi it's provided eh, 'di ba? Hindi mo talaga ma-feel yung medyo
hindi ko ma-feel.
Kasi bayad eh. Provided na siya eh.
Bayad. Even sa electricity, bayad lahat.
Kaya pala lamig ka palagi dyan, no? Kasi 24 hours air condition. That's the reason why. Kasi
24 hours.
ang galing, no? Ang galing. Pero hindi lahat are having privilege like that, right? Kasi kadalasan hindi naman. But do you have any idea, yung ballpark figure lang, how much yung ballpark figure ng rental there?
Actually, if you want, meron kasi usually what happens here, yung mga Filipino kababayan natin na they share like merong 100 BD per like in one room, dalawa sila, so 100 so 200 BD. So i-convert mo siya sa Philippine money around 12,500 around 13,000 each person.
Talaga?
Ganun siya. Pero meron ding kung meron yung gusto mo yung mga ano, bed space, there are also, they said, but I don't know where.
But may option at least, 'di ba? Doon sa
There are options. Yeah,
kailangan.
there are options if you want to have that kind of option.
Now I understand.
Mm.
Ay, ganun din. I think it works similarly also in Dubai, 'di ba? Yung parang ganon.
Yeah, pero mahal sa Dubai, babe, mas mahal.
Talaga?
Hmm. Kasi Dubai is
Hmm.
somehow like New York.
Oo, tama. They are very they're
Yung
very
yung
industrialized. Very
yes,
industrialized.
yeah,
Talagang
industrialized and the
and multicultural as well, 'di ba?
lifestyle also. Yes, exactly. So, iba. Mahal dun, mas mahal sa
Nagma-matter
Dubai.
talaga,
Mahal
no?
sa Dubai.
Oo.
Mm.
Tama. Now I understand. Hmm. Eto, babe, moving on to my next question. Patapos na tayo dito eh. Ubusin ko na lang to lahat. Ha? Ano yung ano? Okay. Brain or looks?
Ha?
Brain or looks?
Brain. I told you that one for the first time we talked, right? Brainy
Oh,
is very, very important for me. It's
hindi
very
naman,
sexy if a person is very smart, regardless of how she looks.
totoo.
Because if the person is really smart and can converse and can talk and can manage a conversation for hours, that's something. Not
Oh,
everyone has
really?
that kind of, you know, pag
Eh, di ba,
pag brainy talaga, iba.
bakit hindi ko alam yan, babe?
Yeah, because it's when we had our first conversation that time with you. I first came up there, right? It was instant. It was instant. The connection is there right away. The way you speak and then they're like, oh, okay, we jived a lot instantly, and the way you handle and the way you throw your your inputs and the way you deliver it is very 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 distinct in a way that I can say that you really are a smart person.
So, do you find me sexy?
Yes, definitely, because you are brainy. Yes, very very sexy, of course.
Talaga. So, over between that, so yun, no? Tinanong ko lang
Yeah.
naman kasi a lot of, ang mga nandito, hindi pa naman nila alam yun eh. And maybe to some people, iba rin naman yung preference. At tinitignan na nila, baka yung sexy nila is yung katawan or malaking ganito, yung hubog ng katawan. But
Mm,
to some people as well, they find the brain more sexier than what it appears to be in physical.
mm,
'Di ba?
yes,
Mm.
exactly.
Kasi mas maganda
Iba,
naman talaga. Maganda to naman talaga
iba.
'di ba?
Iba talaga pag matalino yung kausap mo. At saka nakakairita rin yung kausap yung very slow. Oh my god, it irritates me. It irritates me very much. Pag very slow and ang hirap ng pick up, it gets into my nerves sometimes, but of course you need to understand the level of understanding, right? But
I
if the
totally
person is really
understand.
quick and smart and very smart, it's different talaga. Iba.
Oo. Sabi ni
Mm.
si Nico in Japan, sexy ni Nika inside and out. Di naman, uy, konti lang naman. Oo. Same to me, I prefer brain, sabi ni Brenda Crave. She also
Yes.
prefers
Yeah.
brain.
Iba talaga, babe, kasi
What did,
you can always alter your body, your looks, but you
totoo,
cannot alter this.
totoo. Palitan, pwede bang palitan ng utak ng baboy, yung typical na gano'n. Nabibili lang naman kasi yun sa merkado, di ba? Oo. But
Hmm.
if I may ask you something about doon sa how do you normally react if you're talking to someone na a little bit slow? How do you normally react on that?
Well, of course, it's very important to maintain respect. Because
So
not everyone
what do
has.
you do? What do you do?
What
Yeah.
I
what do you do as a gentleman? As a gentleman, what do you how do you handle it, and how are you
I
going to?
listen, listen carefully, and then of course, and then try to ang ginagawa ko, I listen carefully talaga sa sinasabi ko. And in my case, medyo nag-a-adjust din ako sa way of talking ko or way of pakikipag ko. So para ma-reach ko sa kanya, maipahatid ko kung gusto kung sabihin. Tapos makikinig ako kung ano man yung sinasabi niya. So para there's still a effective pa rin yung communication in a way.
Yeah,
Even if
totoo,
the
totoo. I get it, I
even
get
if
it.
even if the person is like that, you have to be very careful on how she receives the words that you said or the communication, or and also ikaw din as an nakikinig ka rin para maganda yung pasok ng pagkaka-deliver niya yung gusto niyang ipahiwatig sa iyo.
Oh, kasi we still wanted to maintain the respect in between, di ba?
Yes. Yes.
Kasi hindi
And
naman
don't
hindi rin naman
mm,
pwede lahat gusto natin, di ba? Yung sa atin lang yung nasusunod, di ba? So, we
yes.
still have to maintain the respect in between.
Yes. There's
Tama.
still always to be like that.
So, hindi ka naman, have you ever experienced a certain part of, a time in your life na you were caught in between, na nasabihan mo talaga na insulto, na you get insulted the person kasi sa sobrang irita mo na, kasi hindi niya naiintindihan, o kahit
No,
anong gawin mo.
never, babe. Because as an educator myself, I really have long patience. Yung sabi ni Nico din. I
Oo.
really have long patience when it comes to that, because as an educator, you teach, you educate. So if the person is not that, of course, hindi ganon ka fast, then you need to at least extend your patience more so that the person can really understand what you're trying to say. And yeah,
True.
ganon. Patience is very important. And of course, maintaining respect, because not everyone has the same level of understanding as you. So, yun lang. Yun talaga. And you should not embarrass someone just because of that.
Yeah, and that is also the best part, that you can measure how effective you are as an
Yes.
educator, right?
Yes,
Kasi
yes, exactly.
otherwise, it's also useless being an educator where you cannot handle those kind of things. Sabi ni Brenda Crave
Mm,
dito, true, it's irritating talking somebody who is very slow and understanding. Totoo naman talaga, but we cannot insult also, di ba? Hindi naman natin pwedeng insultuhin yung tao for being
mm,
slow. Kasi maybe yun lang talaga ang kaya, di ba? And we cannot force them
yes.
to think more
And
than what they can.
and maybe iba yung way of learning nila.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
maybe there are ways kasi may iba learning nila is through touch. May iba
Yes.
visual and verbal. Iba ka siya,
Yes.
lang siya, gusto niya yung verbal lang, hindi siya masyadong on
Yes.
visual. So
Yes.
you need to understand that person, that maybe yung way of learning niya is different from my learning or from the other people's way of learning. There's visual,
Yes.
there's tactile, there's uh, uh, verbal, and yeah, visual.
Yes.
So
And hindi mo rin pwedeng i-impose. And you cannot
yeah,
impose your own,
never,
di ba,
never
way.
impose, never
Yes.
impose, because when you try to
Very true.
impose it, you're already crossing the person's
Yes.
parang nag-aano ka na, you're disrespecting the person
Yeah.
already.
Eh, nakakaawa din naman kasi hindi
Mm.
naman pwedeng pilitin, di ba? Hindi naman,
Yes, exactly.
we can adjust na lang siguro.
Mm-hmm.
Sabi, ito yung sinasabi ni Nico, nung sinabi mo na rin, di ba? Sa teacher
Mm.
standpoint, you need to be really patient.
Yes.
Absolutely. Kasi it is a gift to have such a big patience.
Yeah,
It is a gift. Di ba?
it
Kasi,
would.
ang hirap nun eh, di ba?
Ang
Ang
mahirap
hirap.
siya talaga, babe, but you really have to extend it.
Yeah.
Like, really. Yun,
Is
that's
it
the
easy
best
for,
thing you
is
can
it
do.
is it easy for you to manage that? Yung extending your patience
For
as an
me,
educator?
yeah, parang it's easier now. Before I'm still parang medyo na-annoy ako with that, but as an educator, parang you don't have the parang you are there to educate. That's the purpose of it. that the word of it that you are an educator, you shouldn't be having that kind of behavior. Parang it contradicts that title, educator.
True,
Tapos
true. Parang, very true.
'di ba?
Ang,
I-contradict mo yung way of ano mo, tapos kasi lang dahil dun naging impatient ka sa isang ano, eh, hindi ka ano, parang hindi ka worthy to
yeah.
tawagin na educator if you have, that's ano na patient lang, hindi masyadong
Pwede,
mahaba.
parang parang pwede nilang palitan yung letters doon. Parang gawin nilang insultator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, puwede na
Kasi,
maggawa tayo ng ganyan.
oo, kasi insulto ka ng insulto. Insulto ka na, ay, hindi ka na educator.
Yeah,
You'll be an insultator ka na lang. Yun na lang. Gawin na lang natin. It's a new word. Oo, kasi, di
yeah,
ba? It's a new word
insultator ka
created.
na lang.
Oo. Sabi ni Brenda
Mm,
Crave kasi, as an educator, you can't help it. Oo, you can't. Totoo. But you still have to manage to maintain your image and also your ways of handling it para hindi naman wala namang masasaktan, 'di ba? Ang hirap kasi pag masyadong nasasaktan mo rin yung tao, 'di ba? And then
mhm.
you get to
And
really,
you don't know exactly how are they taking it.
yes.
Mm,
Yung iba nun talagang super deep, and it's so hard when you are hurting people deeper kasi it
mm,
actually creates a scar. It creates scars
yes,
deep inside from their heart, and then it's even worse than being stabbed, 'di ba?
yes, exactly.
Kasi
I
recurring
agree.
yun eh.
Yeah,
Recurring, it's
exactly.
emotional hurt, ang sakit,
Yeah,
'di
kasi
ba?
sabi nga natin 'di ba, emotional wounds are the hardest one to heal.
Exactly. And if it heals, it leaves a scar. And the scar is really deep that, it sometimes recurs every now and then. At mas masakit talaga siya.
Mhm.
Talagang masakit na masakit. We don't want to do that to sa kapwa naman natin, di ba? Mas masakit yun.
Yes,
Ikaw talaga ang
exactly.
mag-adjust. Sabi ni Siniko sa
Just try
Japan,
to ano na lang, just try to put your shoe on their para alam mo yun, para hindi ka na makasakit. I-ano
empathy.
mo yung self mo sa
Yeah.
kanya. Be an
Yes.
empath, parang ganun na lang.
Yeah, totoo. You try to be more empathic. You try to apply the empathic approach. Just put
Mhm.
yourself into their shoe. Yung parang kung ako ba siya, ano ba yung mararamdaman ko? Kung ako ba yung nagiging ganito, if it happens to me, how would I feel? And whatever you think,
Mhm.
that is really your feeling, and that's really going to be your feeling later, di ba?
Exactly.
Mas ano nga yun eh. Pero
Mm.
anyhow, those are the things lang naman talaga. Being an educator, those are the things that you need to learn, and you need to really be
Mhm.
cautious, 'di ba?
Yes, because you can't be an educator if you are impatient.
Yes, absolutely, 'di ba? So
Mm.
very difficult also. Ayan, mega love
Mhm.
shout sa kakapasok nating kaibigan diyan.
Christine
Christine,
Cortez, Briones, mega love shout out.
babe, ang gwapo mo daw, babe.
Hi, Christine. Maganda ka
Oo.
rin.
Oo, di pa nakakita. Ay, maganda yun si Christine. Ayan, si
Ah,
Christine, yung bahay ni Jethro Pie, nakapin ko po dyan ha. If gusto mo naman makipagkaibigan, expanding your network, pwede nyo namang dikitan ng ating guest for tonight. Jethro Pie, ang napaka, very, nating kaibigan dito sa YT. All in. Alam mo, babe, package ka talaga eh. You're actually a package. Looks, brain, tapos decency-wise, yeah, ando na eh. You're a package. Kaya siguro pwede kang, pag ibibenta ka, ang daming bibili sa'yo, babe.
talaga.
Nalaglag na daw panty. Oo. Feeling ko nga, babe, oo. Feeling kung ako yung magbenta sa'yo, babe, mabibenta kita ng uh, more than 1 million US dollars.
Wow,
Laki, no? Ang laki.
grabe. Sana all. Ibenta mo na lang ako, babe.
Lagi. Imo, imo na lang tikang buwad, babe, para at least, ma'am, di ba? Dako og halin, di ba?
Babe? 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 Chat ka ba, babe?
Andito ako, nawala ng konti.
Okay, ayan. Dalawa ka na, babe.
I'm
Kabal
back.
ka,
Oh, I'm
may
back.
kambal ka pala, babe.
Oo, mayroon akong kambal. Paano ito tanggalin? Remove from ate. Ayan. So
Ayan.
I'm back to normal. I don't know what happened. Bigla akong nawala.
Kinabahan tuloy ako. Akala ko ako yung naglalag. Sabi ko, gumalaw ako. Asan
Hindi
na?
ako, nawala si host. And then I'm back. Welcome back to myself, all right?
So yeah, it's very important na ibenta mo na lang ako, ibenta.
Oo nga, simulan na ano do you prefer that I do bidding or do you prefer yung talagang lantaran na?
Parang mas maganda yung bidding day para mas mataas yung
Oo
rate.
nga, no? Yes, mas exciting. So, parang alam mo yung setup na sisimulan natin sa $100,000. Oh, di ba?
Wow!
Di ba? Yung parang ganun, yung parang bidding is real talaga. Oo, pwede ka talagang ibigay. Kasi package ka naman talaga. Alam mo, babe, you are a package talaga. You are an absolute package talaga. Kasi alam mo like you said, bihira kasi yung nakikita mo yung lalaki na matalino na has the advantage of mataas yung brain capacity ba, yung understanding and yung ganun. Hindi siya very very common, and if merong mga ganun, it's just very very few, and you are one of the very few. So pasok na tayo sa bintahan.
Thank you naman.
Diba? Oo. Andito pa pala si Mami. Shout out Mami Angel.
Mega love shout out. Mega love shout out Angel Nico. Thank you.
Busy talaga yung ano. Ano naman yung buhay natin? Right at this very moment, if I'm gonna ask you with your standing sa buhay mo ngayon when it comes to anong tawag dito? Recent situation. Are you contented? Or
I am. I'm stable. Yes. Contented naman ako. I have this contentment na sa kung anong meron ako ngayon. I'm very happy with what I have. I'm very satisfied with what I'm earning. I'm very happy with where I am now. Emotional, psychological, all aspects of it. I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty good. Not okay. I'm good,
good.
with what I have. Yes.
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 That's good.
Parang
That's a good thing.
okay. Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing kasi pag sinabi naman okay, so that means you're really not sure of. And parang there is uncertainty from the answer na okay. Kung sinabi mo naman talagang I'm pretty good, I'm okay, I'm good with this, then dun papasok yung yung parang the real conviction of telling the truth of talagang gano'n. Pwede ka nang isabong talaga, Bem. Ginawa ka pang
sana makauwi na ako para magkita tayo.
Oo nga. Parang feeling ko ang saya talaga. Parang alam mo yung, parang kasi loko-loko ka. Ano ba siguro pag nag-usap ang ingay natin, no? You know that idea na talagang we haven't met, but when we probably met, we have probably, parang alam mo yung feeling na ang tagal na nating kakilala ba, no? Alam mo yun? Like even when we are talking, di ba? Even when we are chatting, parang I feel na parang kilala ko na to mga 10 years ko na tong kilala tong taong to, ha. Alam mo yun?
Yes, exactly. Ganon din yung nafe-feel ko pag may banters tayo, lalo na sa chat, sa comment box. Nakaka-good vibe siya. Parang ang tagal na nating magkaibigan. Parang
natatawa nga ako kasi parang hindi ko rin siya I cannot imagine how these things started ba, how it evolved from there, na parang sabi ko bakit pag nagsasalita ako kay Jethro, parang mga 10 years ago na kaming nagkakakilala. When I say na hindi ko siya, I can't stop it ba? Parang diretsahan. Alam mo yon? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
No hold
diretso
bars.
siya. Oo, no hold bars. Tapos lumalabas lang talaga siya sa bibig ko. Sabi ko, ang
Okay.
nakakaano
Yeah.
to, pero meron naman talagang sitwasyon na ganyan eh. It's one
Yeah.
of the very
Meron ganyan
few
talaga din.
situations
Like instant,
na
instant yung
oo,
connection,
instant.
instant yung
Yes,
ano.
absolutely. Meron
Yeah.
talaga siya. And you just can't stop regarding that matter. Eto, susunod. Are you good in bed?
Well, you can ask my. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think so.
No,
I think
it's
so.
not. Your answer should only be yes or no.
Yes, of course.
Ang galing! Congratulations! Ang galing wala.
Yes.
Ang galing. Galing mo pala sa kama eh.
Yes,
Oo,
of
di
course.
ba? Oo. How did you manage to say yes on that one? Ano ba yung gauge natin then? Did you have any yung parang confirmation from your exes and all that na talagang oh
Yeah,
my
because
God.
mostly, I usually go down.
Oh,
Uh,
down, 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 down.
down. Yeah, so yeah, and I always get compliments when I go down.
Oh, kaya malamig. Parang ano talaga, yung parang todo na to. Sabi nga ni Rufa May, di ba? Todo na to.
Yeah.
Pero that is really something. It's not something that maybe are you very proud on that one? Does it become your bragging rights?
But I do it privately. I don't want to be like I don't want to be like bragging it in public and hey, I do this. Ganyan, ganyan. No, it's
Okay.
hindi naman ganun.
Oo, natulala sabi ni Brenda Crave, wow! Wow daw, oo.
Yeah,
It's
sabay ba yung
something,
ano, yeah, sabay bro. Sabay yung ano at saka yung isa, yung ganun.
parang napatili ako doon Lugo talaga to, oo. Pero that was a very, very straight question. And you're giving it to justice kasi napaka straight yung answer mo. It was really, really good, natawa ako doon, Oo, natawa ako doon. Oo. What is the best position that you like?
Advanced missionary.
So nakaganon siya. Ganon.
Nakaganon.
Ano ba yung
Yung nakaganon yung legs. Parang palaka.
Yun ba yung advanced missionary? Kasi di ba yung missionary is the typical ganon, di ba? Flat tapos ganon. Tapos yung advanced is
yung advanced missionary medyo naka ano yung legs ng ano.
Talaga? Yung nakaganon? Yung parang palaka position?
Tapos you hold the legs.
Yun pala. Yun pala yun. Masyadong malalim yun.
Yeah, ano
diba?
siya, mas ano, yung penetration niya mas deep.
Deeper nga. Tapos, pag masama pa yung itlog doon, tapos, yun nga yung sinasabi nila Pag masama pa daw yung itlog, ang tawag doon, kung sa kanta pa, all at once. Alam mo yung kanta? All at once.
All at once. Sino ba kumanta niyan?
Hindi ko talaga alam. Basta ang alam ko is meron kanta nun di ba? All at once. Na, 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 na.
Yeah, I know that
Basta
one.
yun. Oo, all at once yun. Oo.
Wala na naman si Babe.
Bones, what's Alam mo ba, kanina yung connection mo nagloko, ngayon ang connection ko nagloko. What's wrong with this? Nakikisabay. Bakit nakikisabay yung connection sa atin ngayon? Oo, 'di ba? Mm.
Mm.
So, ito nga, sabi, baon to the bones. Yan pala ang tawag nun. Si Brenda Crave, yun ang tawag doon. Advanced Missionary Position. Kung gusto mo naman, si Brenda, if you wanna try it, message mo si Jetro. Tingnan, paturo ka kung paano. Magaling si Jetro nito sa mga positioning and all. Guys, we are, meron ka ba, exactly, I am done with all your questions so far. And I've learned so
Yeah,
much a lot
me
from
too.
you.
I learned a lot as well. So thank you for this opportunity to
Yes,
guest
of
on your
course, my
channel.
goodness.
Yes,
Alam mo
I
naman
learned a
yan.
lot coming from opinions coming from an expert, from a professional. It somehow like enlightened my mind with so many things, and it
I'm glad.
helps a lot. Yes, I'm
I'm
very glad
really,
that
really
we are
glad.
able
I'm
to
really glad.
have this conversation na parang we're just talking na parang tayo lang dalawa.
Oo. Pero
Yeah.
nakiki-join pa rin sila. Andyan pa rin sila. They are
Mm.
still joining with us. And they are also learning, from it. And that's a
Yes.
good thing kasi that's a good thing kasi para tayong walang we don't even have a proper script, but we are just talking spontaneously.
Yes.
Yun yung mas
Yes.
maganda. Kasi
Yes.
naman ikaw ang daldal mo naman kasi, 'di ba? Oo. ang bilis mo naman kasi maka-pick up din. So that is why our conversation do really last longer than what is the normal conversation is supposed to be, 'di ba?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Yes. Kasi
Oo,
masarap
sabi
ka
ni
banter pag mabilis mag-isip.
totoo. Hindi, naiintindihan ko what you mean. Kasi I also feel the same way with when I am talking to someone like you na that the thought that I have will just come out very natural kasi mabilis
Mm.
Mabilis siya. So my mind will be challenged to work double time. So, mabilis siya lumalabas lahat. Mapipiga talaga siya. Sabi ni Nico, grabing kwentuhan to. Very interesting and informative talaga. At inabot ng more than, oo nga! pero it's really, really fine. Ayan, I will
Yeah.
only allot 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes before I'm going to end this live streaming. And also si Jetro to say proper goodbye sa inyong lahat.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
so first of all, babe, thank you so much for inviting me here in your channel. And to all the people watching there right now, Nico, thank you for staying. And Brenda Crave, thank you so much for also coming. And sino pa mga nandyan? Si Niebe, si Christine Cortez, Briones, thank you. Oy, sabi ni, babe, sabi ni Brenda, ano daw, favorite din daw niya yung position na sinasabi ko.
Oo, galing yan, Sisi. Nasubukan niyo na rin bang ipasok ang itlog?
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for staying, and babe, thank you for for this.
You are very much welcome. My God, nagtatawanan pa nga tayo, nag-uusap pa nga tayo sa chat So, you are always very much welcome in here. And if anytime you wanted to talk anything you know where to contact me. If you wanted to talk more than yung mga topics na you wanted to ask privately and you just wanted to understand it because you wanted someone to explain it further, you know where to contact me. And I'm just here. So, ayan, then also, thank you everyone sa ating lahat na nandito tonight, to all the super chatters. But maraming salamat also. And
Thank you.
pag gusto mo namang you wanted to talk another topic again and here, just let me know kasi we can always create another day of segment to just like this na talagang just plain talk and yung kwentuhan lang talaga, kill the time and to let the information flow with among all other friends that we have in here. Para may matutunan din, di ba?
Yeah. That's what I like about your channel actually, because it's very informative. When I watch one of your live streams, like, wow, this is something. This is
Talaga?
this is something different. No, yung ganun ang inputs, ang daming informations na nalalabas, and it's very educational in a way. So napaka interesting ng way of parang delivering your topics sa audiences mo and engaging them. It's very nice.
Connecting.
Ang ganda ng dynamic mo sa audiences mo na you try to connect to them also.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that, sir. Such a very wonderful compliment. And coming from you, so my goodness, di ba? I really thank you for that. But anyhow, basta you know where, alam mo naman kung saan ako hahanapin, di ba?
Yes.
Ayan, once again, Beb, maraming salamat. And once again, for
Thank
all
you,
the
thank you.
for all the members that we have in here, and new members, super chatters, and everybody, thank you so much. And this evening is going to be a memorable evening, like all other streamings that we have in here, with my special guest for tonight, Jethro Pai. Sa lahat ng mga dumikit, wag po kayong mag-alala, mababalikan kayo, Sky, ni Jethro. Let us all expand every network we can find in here, and let's support each other. Maraming salamat, Beb. Have a wonderful evening, and you
Good
guys
night,
as well.
babe.
Ingat.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.